imagine that was possible as recently as about a month ago.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, it's been beyond words. It's been beyond explanation just how hot this team has gotten and how they've run away from everybody.
0-1 on Siegler, the pitch. Down and in from Nicholas, laid off the curve. It's 1-1. They hold on to Perkins at first with Spencer Horwitz. The Brewers leading 8-5.
I mean, they're 6 games clear of anybody else in the National League right now.
Infield a double play depth on Siegler, left-handed hitter. Nicholas throws 1-1, swing and a miss. Up the ladder with 98-mile-an-hour cheese. He chased, and it's 1-2. The Brewers have the best record in all of baseball by a lot, by 5.5 games over Toronto, which is the next closest. 1-2, outside. That was close. It's been called a strike at times today. That one not given to the pitcher. It was off the plate by maybe a couple inches, 2-2. Brewers trying to win a 12th straight game without Jackson Chourio playing in any of those. There goes the runner on a 2-2. It's down low. Bart's throw to second base is not in time. That's another steal by Blake Perkins. And 3-2 on Anthony Siegler as he laid off a low one. Blake's stolen second base twice this afternoon. They've run on Joey Bart today. Get himself into scoring position here with 1 out. 3-2 on Siegler. Pitch by Nicholas. Missed. Down low. He walked him. It's just a broken record of continuously fantastic plate appearances. They don't always reach base. Often they do. But just about every single time any one of these Brewers is in the box, they're battling you and making you earn every out that you record. Walk right in, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
They don't ever seem satisfied, do they?
No. Then here's Joey Ortiz after that Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound from Bart. Goes back behind the plate. Perkins Steelman, another donation. Going to Special Olympics Wisconsin, courtesy of Delta Dental and Delta Vision. Brewers had only stolen 2 bases the whole homestand before today, and now they've got 3. And here's Ortiz taking in the dirt and outside. Good backhanded pick by Joey Bart. That's ball 1. So first and second, 1 out. Terang struck out on a 10-pitch AB to begin this inning against Nicholas, but since then a single and a walk. Joey's been aboard twice. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner with 97-mile-an-hour heat. That's 1-1. Joey a single that started a string of 4 straight 2-out RBI hits in the 4th inning. He walked and scored last inning. I was against Carmen Majinski, now facing his 3rd different pitcher today in Kyle Nicholas, who bluffs back towards second base where Perkins was taking his lead. Did not make a throw. 1-1 on Ortiz. Now the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. We talked in the top of the inning about how great Joey's glove has been, and that's consistent throughout his 2-year tenure with the Brewers. I think the last 2 weeks during this hopefully 12-game winning streak, it's the best offense consistently we've seen. 1-2, line drive down the right field line, but it'll slice foul. Hit off the top of the sidewall and hopped up into the seats. It remains 1-2. Hey, every time Joey's up there, he's giving you a great AB right now, and he's hitting nearly 400 over the last 2 weeks. You combine that with his defense, and what a valuable player. 2 on, 1 out. Nicholas, 1-2. Hard ground ball towards the middle and through. Base hit, Joey Ortiz again. Around third, Perkins. He will score. Siegler digs for third. The throw, not in time. A head-first dive into the bag by Siegler, who's shaken up. It's an RBI single by Ortiz. He goes to second on the throw, and the Brewers add run number 9. It's 9-5 in the 7th. Great throw from the new center fielder, Canario. Siegler just barely dove in safely, and he's having a hard time getting to his feet. They're going to send Lee Meyer, the assistant athletic trainer, out to take a look at him.
Went in with his head into the knee of Kiner Falefa. That right knee helmet went straight into it.
Boy, he just got his right hand to the bag before Kiner Falefa slapped the tag on his back. So they're looking at Siegler. The Brewers adding on some network health insurance. And now you're going to have second and third, still just one out for Sal Frelick. Network Health, for a Wisconsin-based health insurance plan. You can visit networkhealth.com. We have a plan to fit your needs. Siegler is going to be removed from this game. Caleb Durbin has come in from the dugout to pinch run for him. And Anthony quickly proving his mettle to this fan base, to that clubhouse. They've seen him now for about a month and a half with the club, and he's fit right into the culture. You hope he's all right. Hopefully just precautionary being removed here. Caleb Durbin runs at third. And here comes Frelick. Infield comes in for the Pirates. There's still only one out in the inning. The pitch. Breaking ball is high. Ball one. How about two more RBI hits for Joey Ortiz today? Driven in 11 runs in the last 13 games. Frelick's driven in 2 today. He takes down near his feet. Just got back from being hit in the shoe, and it was a great catch by Bartz, but it's 2-0 on Sal.
Josh, now with a 4-run lead, Tobias Myers starting to get loose in that Brewers bullpen alongside Uribe.
Interesting. Infield in, the 2-0. Frelick takes it low. It's 3-0. First base is open, but Isaac Collins waits on deck. I say interesting about Tobias because theoretically he's in line for a start this weekend. Currently he's a member of the rotation, but that could change. Second and third, the 3-0. Sal takes inside corner, a strike from Kyle Nicholas. You didn't know what was going to happen on the Friday game in Cincinnati. That could be Jacob Mizorowski, could be somebody else. 9-5 Brewers in the 7th, 3-1. Misses high. Curveball. 5-pitch walk to Frelick, who's on base for the 4th time this afternoon, and the bases are loaded. And that's going to be it for Kyle Nicholas. Got action in the bullpen, and Don Kelly has made a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. It's going to be Cam Sanders, right-hander, summoned in to face Collins with the bags packed. U.S. Cellular, proud partner of the Brewers, reminds you that when the game is on, turn your notifications off with US Mode. U.S.
Today the world smiles at
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
With a big cost. And if you don't have dental insurance, we have a solution. The new Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club can save you up to 55% on quality care from WDA dentists you can trust. Learn more and join at WDAclub.com.
Rookie Cam Sanders coming in, and he inherits quite a spot. Brewers leading 9-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Isaac Collins coming to the plate after Kyle Nicholas only got 1 out. And here comes Collins against the right-hander Cam Sanders. First pitch. Caught the outside edge, backdoor off speed, a changeup. 0-1 for Cam Sanders. This is only his 5th ever Major League appearance. They've all come this month, and he doesn't have good numbers. 0-1. Just missed. A little upstairs. Did not have to be called a ball, but it was. 1-1. Over his first 4 1/3 Major League innings, Sanders has allowed 6 hits and 5 runs. Bases loaded, 1-1. Collins taps it foul. Dribbles back behind the plate. Got a changeup again, 1-2. You've got the pinch runner Durbin at third. Remember, Siegler got banged up diving into third base. So Durbin there, Ortiz at second, Frelick at first. Isaac waits from the left, the 1-2. Chopped very softly, foul up the first baseline, got a piece. Another changeup there from Sanders to stay alive. Isaac today 1 for 3. It was an RBI double. Part of that 4-run fourth. He also had a sac bunt last inning. Yeah, even reigning players of the week can sacrifice on this team. Bases loaded, 1-2. Lifted foul coming back over the screen and into the seats. Nicholas, I told you, got just 1 out. The out he got took him 10 pitches. That's a big reason they had to take him out of the game. Bryce Terang took a bite out of him, even though he didn't reach base. 1-2 again, way outside. Tried that changeup, lunging catch by Joey Bart. It's 2-2. Just add that Terang at bat to the list of, at the time it didn't seem all that critical, but ended up being very important. Next 4 reached. 2-2 pitch. High pop-up. Right side into shallow right field. In comes Ronnie Simon to make the call and the catch. And they can't tag Durbin on that. Simon throws it all the way home on the fly. That's a big second out for Cam Sanders. And here comes William Contreras with the bases still loaded.
Now this guy has just feasted on these opportunities of late.
Two for 3 with a walk today. RBI single in the 4th. 2-run single last inning. Gosh, was that only last inning? Now we're in the bottom of the 7th. 9-5 Brewers, bases loaded. And now with 2 outs, here comes William. The pitch. Breaking ball high. Told you that since Saturday he's driven in 11 runs. In those 5 games, 10 for 18. 3-men lead, 1-0. Breaking ball high again, 2-0 from Cam Sanders. What a great day. Another capacity crowd. Clear blue skies overhead. Temperature right around 80. 2-0 coming. Big swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him. That was one to hit. 95 in the middle of the plate. 2-1 though on Contreras. Brewers going for 12 straight wins, for a 6-0 homestand, for a 4th straight sweep. The 2-1. Breaking ball for a strike. He landed that slider right at the knees. Good pitch, and it's 2-2. PitchCom issue. Cam Sanders having a hard time hearing the pitch communication device that's located on the inside of his cap. Takes it off, looks at it, says, I couldn't hear. Catcher comes out, says, you couldn't hear? Yeah, all right. Let me look at it. They look at it. Nothing changed. Now we're going to go back to work.
Did you try to restart it?
Right. Did you hit the reset? Bases full of Brewers. 2 out. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled back. Bit of a hanger there that time. Williams spoils it up off to our right. Fan brought a glove. He's standing on the walkway right beneath our press box, and he made the catch.
You think they ever accidentally connect to somebody else's Bluetooth device in the ballpark?
I think I'm hearing a phone call.
I think you got to forget device.
2-2 in the dirt. Change up smothered by Bart. We got a full count. And something's got to give on this pitch. 9-5 Brewers. All 3 runners will be in motion. Durbin, Ortiz, Frelick, 3-2, 2 out. Cam Sanders ready. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Missed a little high, and that's ball 4 to force in run number 10. Contreras with a 4 RBI afternoon. It's 10-5 Brewers in the 7th. Oh, that was close. But he's got such a great batter's eye, does William. Laid off a slider that was a few inches up out of the zone. 3rd walk of the inning by Pirates pitching. And now they're going to bring Cam Sanders a new pitch communication device. Why didn't they do it the first time? Well, Contreras. So much was said about the fact that his run production at the plate was down a bit from his first couple of years with the Brewers. He was dealing, of course, with that fractured finger. It was a talking point. Really, it was for a few months. Hey, he's not hitting for power. He's not driving in runs. That narrative has flipped on its head. 12 runs batted in since Saturday. Bases still loaded with 2 outs for Yelich. Now the pitch. High, ball 1. "12 RBIs, a good month for a lot of good hitters. He's done it in less than a week." The 1-0 to Christian. High again. On a fastball from Sanders, 2-0. So now you've got Ortiz at 3rd. Frelick at 2nd. And Wild Bill at 1st. Walk right in. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Yelly 1 for 4. The 2-0. Outside corner. Called a strike. That's what Bill Miller says, and it's 2-1. Christian hasn't been in agreement with him on a few calls today.
Let's just call it as it is. Bill's had a tough day.
Yeah.
And both sides would, I think, agree with that. It's not been so one-sided, but it's just been rough.
Yelly used his timeout. Now steps back in, still ahead, 2-1, with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Backdoor slider, 2-2. Brewers led 6-0. Then the Pirates got 2 straight innings with a home run from Brian Reynolds for 5 unanswered total. 2-2. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Oh, Christian Yelich delivers again, and 2 runs will score. From 3rd, Ortiz. From 2nd, Frelick. 1st to 3rd, Contreras. Yelly's got a 2-out, 2-run single. It's another 4-run inning for the red-hot Brewers. Wow! 12-5 Milwaukee. You just can't make this stuff up. And you can smell the burgers on the grills.
8 for 13 this afternoon with runners in scoring position for the Brewers.
Yelly's driven in 3. They're on the corners for Vaughn, and Andrew swings and misses at Cam Sanders' first pitch slider. And how many of those, Lane, are 2-out hits? At least half of them, probably more, with runners in scoring position today. 0-1. Vaughn takes inside. 1-1. I know it's more than half because they had 4 in a row with 2 out in the 4th.
How about 33 runs in this series?
12-5. I told you the Pirates had gotten within 1. Brewers score 6 in a row. Vaughn tips a high fastball foul into the mid of Joey Bart. He's behind 1-2. So it was 6-0. Then it was 6-5. Then now 2 in the 6th and at least 4 runs in the 7th. Brewers lead by 7 for the first time. The 1-2 pitch. Vaughn chases down and away, swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning. Cam Sanders finally gets the Pirates back into the dugout. Second time today, the Brewers put up 4. Christian Yelich capped it off with a 2-run knock.
Con Mafre siempre estás acompañado, porque formas parte de una red que te sostiene, que te da la tranquilidad y solidez que necesitas. Una red integral de seguros. Mafre, cuidamos lo que te importa.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
The Brewers 12, the Pirates 5. Tobias Myers could come back in relief, so out of the rotation for now. Myers will try to put the capper on a 12th straight win. And as we go to the 8th, here is my partner Lane Grindle to take us home.
All right, thank you, Josh. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is the batter. First pitch from Myers missed inside, and it's 1-0. 12-5 Brewers. If you blink, they're going to land a punch. 1-0 pitch. That missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. If you hesitate, they're going to land a punch. You cannot give them an inch because they will take advantage of it, and that's what they've done so far here today. The 2-0 is a fly ball into right field. Racing in is Frelick, and he'll run out of room. It'll end up in foul territory and out of play about a row deep. Sal gave it a great effort and just didn't have enough space to try to make a play on it, and it's 2-1. Kiner-Falefa 0 for 3 today. The Brewers most likely will ask for Tobias to get the final 6 outs of this game. Tobias the 2-1. That missed in. It goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Brewers have just shown up each and every day and worried about that day's game. There is a strike. Very bottom of the zone with the fastball at 93. Kiner-Falefa had dropped the bat. He was headed to first base. He thought it was ball 4. It was probably the right call from Bill Miller, right at the bottom of the zone. It is a full count on Kiner-Falefa. Myers, the pitch, and fouled out of play first base side. We'll do it again at 3-2. Talked about it with Pat Murphy before the game today. It's an art. It is a skill to be able to focus on today. 3-2 pitch. This is a chopper to third. Couple of hops out to Durbin. Turns around, throws to first in time to take care of Kiner-Falefa. There's one away. Got his feet set, made a good throw. Durbin stayed in the game after Siegler had to leave the game, and Durbin ran for him in the bottom of the 7th inning. And there's one away now for Ronnie Simon. You hear the phrase a lot around the Brewers organization. Pitch to Ronnie Simon is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. You hear a lot of phrases a lot. I mean, there's a few Murphisms, if you will, that took hold last year. Win tonight, pass the baton. 1. Simon took a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-2. But one that's been around the organization for a long time, and it's really in reference to the young prospects as they're coming up, when they're in high A, when they're in double A, when they get to triple A, is the importance of being where your feet are. Because if you try to get somewhere else with your mindset, it just doesn't work. 0-2 is fouled out of play third base side, and it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. And what that does, and I think it's an intended consequence of that phrase, is it makes you focus on the process. It makes you focus on the journey, not the destination. 0-2 is down and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's been a constant phrase around the Brewers organization for years, and I think you're seeing the culmination of it here over the last couple of weeks with this Brewers bunch. 1-2 pitch to Simon, and a late swing, and he chops it foul above the Pirates dugout. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Because this team has done as good of a job of being hyper-focused on what's in front of them today as any team I've ever seen. 1-2. And he missed low with a splitter. It is even now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 8th inning here at American Family Field. Myers pitch. Fouled out of play third base side. It'll stay at 2-2. Two pitch. Ground ball, sharply hit, hits the mound. A nice adjustment by Ortiz. Spins and throws to first. He got him. A good pick on the back end by Vaughn, but what a play from Joey Ortiz. He continues to add to the highlight reel. Goodness. Can he play some short? Here's Spencer Horwitz.
I mean, the Gold Glove submission reel may just be the game team today.
Jaw-dropping plays. Pitch to Horwitz in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one hit the mound, and it was hit hard. And he had to make a late adjustment on it. Like a wizard. 0-1. It's a chopper to second. Charging it is Terang. Fields flips to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tobias Myers in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 12-5 Brewers on the Brewers.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
To learn how we can provide your business with measurable results.
Here to accompany your drive.
He's off to the races.
You're listening to the home of the Brewers.
He's in there sliding.
620 WTMJ.
Before we continue, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Jeff. No, not with Jeff Levering. They just played his call on the video board, so I'm thinking of Jeff Levering with Josh Maurer and Ken Sommerfeld. Lane Grindle with you here today from American Family Field. It is a 12-5 Brewers lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Andrew Monasterio is going to hit here for the Crew. Right-hander Isaac Matson takes over on the mound for the Pirates. That means that Bryce Terang's hitting streak comes to an end. At 9 games, he was 0 for 4 today. Matson's first offering to Monasterio is low for a ball. It's 1-0. Today's 8th inning is brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. As Matson looks in, and the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. It's 1-1. That's liunawisconsin.org, and feel the power. Brewers with a 12-5 advantage. They are 3 defensive outs away from their 12th consecutive victory. 1-1, missed away. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is popped up foul and out of play, first base side. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Monasterio, hitting .246 on the year for Mona. He has been a good bench bat for the Brewers, especially of late. Driven in 3 runs. He's gone 6 for 12 in the month of August for the Crew. And the pitch. That's fouled back and out of play. Into the press box maybe next door. Hit just above it. And bounces down into the crowd below us. Stays at 2-2 on Monasterio. Monasterio, then Perkins, and then Durbin to hit here in this bottom of the 8th inning. Mattson looks in. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play, first base side. Monasterio hanging tough. Again, up 12-5. Brewers fouling off pitch after pitch. They just do not take a pitch off. This team loves to play the game of baseball. I mean, that's one of the simplest ways to put it. 2-2. And a fly ball left field. Chasing it is Pham. It's going to get out of play. And foul. And Monasterio stays alive. It'll be at least an 8-pitch battle between Mattson and Monasterio. Remember that long battle against Nicholas in the 7th inning that helped set up that 4-run inning for the Crew. Now lengthy battle between Mattson and Monasterio to lead off the 8th. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped it into the mid. And Monasterio strikes out. That's the first out of this 8th inning, and that'll get Blake Perkins to the plate. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor of the moment. Be a good way to responsibly celebrate another sweep if the Brewers can finish this one off, and certainly very much in control here late in this game. First pitch to Perkins is a half swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. 40,000 plus here today. Hoping to see history, frankly. It would be the 2nd longest winning streak in the regular season in franchise history. 0-1 is fouled back and out of play. And it's 0-2 on Perkins. It will give the Brewers a chance on Friday night to tie the longest ever at 13. Team streak back in 1987. To pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left. Pham going back onto the edge of the warning track, maybe 5 steps shy of it by the time he hauls it in. Perkins flies out to left. There's 2 down now for Durbin. Durbin, his first AB of the day, gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Brewers not having to use Abner Uribe today, not having to use Trevor McGill. They've been able to give those guys a lot of rest of late, and that is not insignificant. Pitch to Durbin, missed inside, 1-0. You want those guys as fresh as can be in the month of September, and certainly with the way this thing is trending into October. And they've been used a lot and leaned on a lot at times throughout the year. 1-0. That missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Durbin.
And you're going to need him in this upcoming stretch.
Yeah, great point.
It starts on Friday. You go to Cincinnati, day off tomorrow. 3 in Cincinnati, 5 in 4 days at Wrigley. What a road trip. That'll test your pitching staff.
2-0. A broken back ground ball to third. Kiner Falefa fields, throws to first in time, and retires Durbin. No off days after tomorrow until the day after Labor Day for the Crew, so they're going to have to earn it through that stretch of baseball. 12-5 Crew, 3 outs away.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'll take some more of that.
Smell it. Swing a line drive. Deep center. It's gone. A walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Brewers 3 outs away from finishing this one off and sweeping the Pirates, looking for their 12th consecutive victory. Brian Reynolds leads things off for the Pirates. Myers still out there on the mound for the Crew. First pitch brought home, and this is lined into left center field. It's going to get down in front of Brandon Lockridge, who is the new left fielder for the Brewers. Brian Reynolds, Brewers will be glad to see him leave town, even though the Brewers have had the upper hand in this series. That guy just collects hit after hit against the Brewers. So a leadoff single, and that'll get Tommy Pham to the plate. Told you Lockridge is now in left. Monasterio stays in the game. He's at third, and Durbin flips from third to second base for the Crew. Myers working out of the stretch brings home the pitch, and a breaking ball apparently missed high. It's 1-0. Myers 1-0 pitch. This is lined back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Reynolds will stop at second. And the first two have reached against Myers here in the top of the ninth inning. Now, you can't beat summer in Wisconsin. You got the lakes, you got sun, you've got food, the ballpark, especially grilled brats and Frank's from Usingers. And, of course, Pine River Gourmet cheese spreads, great with everything. Wrap up your summer day with Cedar Crest ice cream, too. Call it winter. So here's Nick Gonzalez. Myers brings home the pitch, and Gonzalez a foul out of play first base side, and it's 0-1. Brewers lead 12-5, but the Pirates and Brewers are tied in the hit category, both with 12 in this game here this afternoon. Just an absolutely gorgeous day in Milwaukee. Here's a chopper to third. Backhanded by Monasterio. Steps on the bag at third for one. To second for two. They will not relay to first. They weren't going to be able to turn the triple play. That would have been the most amazing way to get free burgers you could have ever imagined. But they'll get a double play out of it. It goes 5-4. And Gonzalez at first on a fielder's choice. If the Brewers would have turned a triple play there, I might have just walked out of the booth. Here's Alexander Canario. 1 out away for the Crew for 12 straight wins. Myers brings home the pitch, and he missed high. It's 1-0. 40,000 plus are on their feet here at American Family Field. The winning streak an out away from extending. 1-0 to Canario. Missed inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. There is a palpable buzz in the air right now here at American Family Field. 2 balls and no strikes on Canario. Myers pitch. That's a strike on the inside edge. It's 2-1. Canario entered this game back in the 7th inning. 2-1 pitch. Chopper foul, third base side. It's 2-2. Listen to this crowd here at American Family Field. 1 out away, 1 strike away. Myers looks in. The pitch, and he missed high. The runner will go to second on indifference, and the count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Canario steps out for a brief moment. The right-handed hitter climbs back into the box. Myers out of the stretch. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that? 12 in a row for the Crew. 12-5, your final. The Brewers with their second longest winning streak in the regular season in franchise history. A team for the ages, the 2025 Milwaukee Brewers, and they are not even close to being done yet. The Brewers sweep the Pirates. It's a perfect homestand. Win number 76 on the season. And they will wash, rinse, repeat, and try to do it again on Friday in Cincinnati against the Reds. 12 straight wins for the Brewers. A team that has captured this city and has magic in the air everywhere they go. Fourth consecutive series sweep for the Crew. We are back to tell you all about it after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
I'm Pat Dunphy of Cannon & Dunphy. You know, every Major League Baseball team has the same goal, and that's to win the World Series. To do it, they have to have something special. Well, for 40 years, Cannon & Dunphy has had something special, and we've been winning for our clients. So if you've been hurt and you need help,
a good effort.
Flores y el viernes. Behind a shallow left. Ramos in a couple of steps, just sort of measuring it up, and he'll make the one-handed catch for out number 2. Cronenworth back to first base. Tatis coming. Padres 10 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Giants being shut out on 3 hits. They committed an error. First pitch to Tatis is way high. Bailey almost had the arm come out of the socket, having to reach up to get it, and ball 1. Tatis, the 7th guy to hit this inning. 1-0 pitch from Lucchesi, way inside, ball 2. They sent 11 to the plate in the second, en route to a 7-run inning. They've gotten 3 more here in the 5th. Cronenworth at first, 2 outs. Lucchesi fighting his command, and the 2-0 to Tatis rocketed foul deep into the second deck up the right field side. 2-1. Padres 6-2 against the Giants this year. 2-0 at Petco. 4-2 here in San Francisco. Pitch to Tatis, again fouled back, and the count now even 2-2. And of course, we'll see the Giants Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at Petco Park. Two and 2. Tatis takes high, ball 3. Command not great for Lucchesi. He's now thrown 30 pitches in the inning. 18 have been strikes, 12 have been balls.
Yeah, but to your point earlier, even when he did make some quality pitches to Jake Cronenworth, he didn't get any benefit of the doubt from Ramon DeJesus.
Well, I mean, in DeJesus's defense, right? I mean, how many curves does he really get to see? 3-2, up and in, ball 4. Second walk of the inning. And now 2 on and 2 out for Luis Arraez. We always say that when, Matt Waldron is out there. It's hard on the umpire, too, to call strikes with a knuckleball. The curve, a unique pitch. JP Martinez, the pitching coach for the Giants, going to go out and visit Joey Fuego, who is going through it here in the 5th inning.
Not much really to say at this point other than let's try to get ahead of somebody. And Joey actually threw the ball well to Jake Cronenworth, as we mentioned, just got squeezed a little bit, but really missing badly on the walk to Fernando Tatis Jr.
Padres have been pretty relentless this entire series. Again, kind of culminating here this afternoon. And I tell you what, that's something to smile about. Brought to you by Smile Spirits. Real vodka cocktails, not a boring seltzer. Available at smilespirits.com, keg and bottle. Or swing by Baja Rick's before the game and enjoy Smile Spirits before first pitch. Smile Spirits, making San Diego smile. Right-hander Tristan Beck now throwing in the San Francisco bullpen. First pitch to Arise after the mound visit is a fastball near the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Padres have Tatis at first, Cronenworth at second, 2 away, and a 10-0 lead here at Oracle Park. 0-1 the pitch. And Arise hits it on the ground right to Koss. Second baseman thought about the short way. Instead, will throw Arise out at first. That ends the 5th inning. After 8 more Padres come to bat, Pods got 3 runs on 3 extra base hits. And midway in San Francisco, Padres up 10-0 on the Padres Radio Network.
If you're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of a home remodel, don't stress. The Window Depot is here to help. At the Window Depot, we're your one-stop warehouse for everything you need for your next remodel. Windows? Check. Doors? Got it.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
Network. We're your home team for estate planning.
Bottom of the 5th inning, the Trust and will score. The Padres 10 and the Giants nothing. Brooms are out. All right, at this point, the street sweeper is out. Patrick Bailey leads off. Batting left-handed, takes eyeball 1 from Nick Pivetta. Drew Gilbert on deck. Then top of the order, Elliot Ramos for Nick, who's now thrown 70 pitches on the day. And obviously the assignment is just, keep this thing normal. 1-0. Bailey takes right down the middle at the knees. And a called strike, 1-1. Today's question of the day is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. If you have questions about your health, visit kp.org/San Diego. Kaiser Permanente for all that is you. 1-1 to Bailey is fouled back, strike 2. Johnny in North Park submits our question of the day. And I feel a little weird reading this, but he says, listening to Jesse last night, calling 2 games simultaneously was super impressive. I loved it. Yeah, if you weren't with us, the Angel-Dodger game was kind of dramatic in the 9th inning when we were in the 9th inning. So trying to keep you abreast of both games best I could. Swing and a miss. Bailey strikes out. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
You did a great job with it, Jess. I mean, we were involved in this game, which was tight and important. You also had us involved in the Dodger game, going back and forth.
It was fun. So Johnny wants to know from us, Scans.
Yeah.
Who are a couple of our favorite MLB announcers, past and or present? Fun question, certainly. And I mean, I could do 3 hours on this. I won't subject anybody to that. Gilbert, left-handed batter, takes a curveball, strike 1. One of them is a couple of booths down. The legendary Hall of Famer, longtime voice of Sunday Night Baseball, and the brilliant radio TV voice of the Giants, John Miller.
He's great, no doubt about it. I'm jaded. I grew up with listening to Vince Scully, Jerry Doggett, Ross Porter. Those were the guys where I learned baseball from growing up as a kid, Jess.
And that's the thing is, when both you and I were growing up, we didn't have access to all the announcers like we do now. thanks to the magic of technology. Pitch outside, 2-1, so you weren't exposed to as many people.
That's a great point. Yeah, now that I think about it, I really didn't have the option of listening to other broadcasts around Major League Baseball like people have the option to do now.
2-1. Gilbert swings, pops it up. Behind the plate, Diaz over a little bit toward the Giants' dugout. He's got room, and he makes the catch. So Gilbert fouls out to Diaz, 2 away. Ramos coming up. I mean, when I was a kid, the Braves were on TBS, so you got exposed to their crew. Ups, of course, with Harry Carey and Steve Stone on WGN. Got exposed to that, got to watch Bob Scanlon pitch. But, I mean, outside of that, where I grew up, before the Marlins existed, which was when I was 11, they had the Met games on TV, so those were the guys I grew up on. Ralph Kiner, Tim McCarver. But yeah, I mean, as a kid who grew up wanting to do this, Pivetta just got a pitch clock violation. All 1 to Ramos. I mean, I was as into it as you could be. I had books about the announcers and, tried to learn about the guys that I didn't even get to hear. Ramos takes outside.
I always love those stories. And just, you mentioned the Cubs. Yeah, that was the only other broadcast that I was seeing. And so getting a chance to see Harry Carey and then actually work with him when I was with the Cubs, that was kind of neat.
Ramos fouls it back, 2-1.
But I love your stories about you having that dream to broadcast early on in your career, and just delving into that and knowing who these guys were and studying their backgrounds and really learning and mastering the craft. It's kind of like what I went through with baseball as a player.
Pitch high, 3-1.
Just from a different aspect of it.
Just much easier.
Easier? Hardly. There's fewer broadcast jobs in baseball than there are players' jobs.
That's true, but you need a lot less talent. Fastball strike, and now 3-2 to Ramos, who thought it was ball 4. He kind of bat flipped himself there.
I would argue the opposite in your case, Jesse. There's a lot of people that can talk and tell stories, and but to do what you do and do it at the level that you do, and be one of only 30 people in baseball that do it, impressive.
3-2, line the other way. Fernando charging, diving, and he makes the catch. Tatis taking away a hit from Elliot Ramos, and a 1-2-3 fifth for Nick Pivetta. And to the 6th inning in San Francisco. Padres 10, Giants zip on the Padres Radio Network.
Transform your home with timeless style today. Discover Shutter Mart. Family owned for over 75 years, crafting quality interior shutters right here in San Diego. With local manufacturing and expert installation in just 3 to 5 weeks, Shutter Mart makes upgrading easy. Now.
It'll be Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter.
It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. She's giving it to him and making him like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it. You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened?
Who's on deck for the Padres in the 6th is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. And I guess he's not on deck anymore because he's stepping into the batter's box. But it'll be Manny Machado, Jackson Maryland, Xander Bogaerts for the Padres here in the 6th.
Manny will dig in against the new pitcher for the Giants, right-hander Tristan Beck. 29-year-old from Corona, pitched down the road at Stanford. And Manny fouls the first pitch back, strike one. Padres with a 10-0 lead here in the 6th inning. Machado, Merrill, and Bogaerts against Beck, who takes over for Joey Lucchesi. Joey threw last inning, allowed 3 runs on 3 hits. walked 2 guys, and struck out about it. 0-1, swing and a miss. Pitching change brought to you by Sid's Carpet Barn. Sid's Carpet Barn stands alone as San Diego's floor covering leader. From a huge selection of premium high-end choices to quality budget-friendly options, Sid's has you covered. 0-2 to Machado is outside. Thanks again to Johnny in North Park for our question of the day. I was talking about John Miller. John was in here before the first game on Monday, and I realized I'd never gotten a picture with him, and I wanted to ask him if we could do that. 1-2, Manny fouls it back. We've spent some really nice time together the last few years, a lot of good conversations, but I haven't had a picture with him, and he said, sure. So I handed Dave my phone, thinking, we'd stand here and take a nice picture together. And then John stuck his phone in my face and took a selfie. So that's what I got. Double chin and all for Jesse. 1-2 to Manny low and outside. I might pop it onto Instagram in a little bit. But adore John, just a wonderful voice of baseball and an even better guy to just hang out with and spend some time.
He's so fun when he comes into the press box or we see him anywhere. Just you're going to have a fun conversation. Hear some great stories.
2-2 is low. And
there's some broadcasters who don't necessarily sound like their broadcast self when you're talking to them on the side. They sort of have the broadcast persona. John Miller all the time.
John is John. And delightfully so.
Yes.
Wonderfully so. Perfectly so. 3-2 the other way. Diving stop by Smith away from the line. Feeds Beck. And in time to get Manny. Nice play by Dominic Smith, who is having some kind of year since he hooked on with these guys. 1 out in the top of the 6th.
He's been very impressive. We talked about the really solid plate appearances that he's put together to get that 15-game hitting streak extended, and made some very nice defensive plays as well, including that one, the dive on the one hopper.
Jackson Merrill with 1 out, nobody on, hits it on a line right to that man. Dominic Smith makes the catch and 2 away.
You know who appreciates that the most right now, Jesse, is Tristan Beck, because you come into a 10-0 ball game, it is easy to see guys behind you maybe not getting that great first step, maybe not making the diving effort. So when you do see a player behind you in a blowout type game like this, you appreciate it.
2 outs, nobody on. Bogarts the batter. Xander doubled and scored last inning. Padres with a 10-0 lead at Oracle Park in the top of the 6th. Beck's first pitch to him, and Bogarts swings and misses, strike 1. I'm going to post the picture that John took of us. He looks great.
Well, you both look great, Jess.
0-1, and Bogarts takes outside. To the Instagram and the Twitter for everybody. Padres trying to sweep the Giants, keep the pressure on the Dodgers, who will play tonight in Anaheim. Pods will go up a half game on LA if this score holds. Pitch inside, 2 balls and a strike. Xander has scored 2 of the 10 Padre runs. Fouls this one back on the ground right behind the dish, and the count is 2-2.
You mentioned the standings, assuming everything remains the same here in this ball game, Jesse. Padres would have a half-game lead over the Dodgers, being first place in the NL West. I'm still shaking my head at our pregame discussion that it was July 3rd when the Padres were 9 games back.
Bogarts rips one on a line into left. Ramos charges, dives forward, makes a great catch. And that will end a 1-2-3 inning as the Padres go in order for the first time today. 5.5 in the books. Padres lead the Giants 10-0 on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey there, baseball fans. Tony Gwynn Jr. here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Build and we back it up. Fire, security cameras, voice data fiber cabling, sound masking, done right the first time. Visit silverstrand.com. That's silverstrand.com. Your experts in technology.
Nick Pivetta back to work, bottom of the 6th inning. He's got a 10-0 lead. Devers, Schmidt, and Smith. And Devers swings at the first pitch, pops it up, sky high, up the right field line. Fernando ambling over, into foul ground, gets there to make the catch up against the side wall, one away. Every Padre Friday home game is a party in the park presented by Southwest Airlines. Start your weekend with $5 drink specials, live music, and more in the fully renovated Gallagher Square from the time gates open until first pitch. Explore all Friday games at Padres.com/party. Bottom of the 6th inning, Trustin will score. Padres 10, Giants nothing. 1 out, nobody on for Casey Schmidt, who is doing the bulk of the lifting for the Giants offensively these last couple of days. Pavetta's first pitch to the right-handed batter is a fastball strike, 0-1.
I want to go back to that last play by Fernando. Really nice running full speed into foul territory towards that wall. It's the second time we've seen Fernando do that this series. Not a whole lot of foul territory down that line.
Fastball on the inside corner this time, 0-2. Schmidt 4 hits last night, a single and a walk in 2 trips today. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by KMG Psychiatry, official mental health partner of the Padres Radio Network, offering TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation, to lift the fog of depression and restore clarity. Visit KMGpsychiatry.com. First the 0-2, and Schmidt swings and misses, strike 3. Only the second K of the day for Pivetta. 2 down in the 6th inning as he continues to roll. Pardon me, the 3rd strikeout for him. Either way, Dominic Smith coming up. Told you Padres start the day tied with the Dodgers in the West. Game tonight in Anaheim. LA versus LA. Ohtani versus Hendricks. Brewers, meanwhile, won their 12th in a row. Beat the Pirates 12-5 this afternoon. And that's not even the impressive part. Smith takes a fastball strike. The Milwaukee offense has been incredible.
I can't even believe the stat that's on here talking about the runs per game they're averaging during the streak, Jesse. It's incredible.
8.6 for the Brewers.
I thought it might be a typo by Dave Marcus, but no, that's actually what it is. They are just scoring. That's the average. It must be fun to pitch when you know you're going to go out there and get at least 9 runs of support.
Unbelievable. 1-1 to Smith with 2 outs, nobody on, and he fouls it back, strike 2.
And it turns into the opposite also. If you're an opposing pitcher, you're going in there and you're just seeing this buzzsaw, and you're looking at this team that's just not striking out. They put everything in play. They make you work. They're going to score runs, and sometimes they can get in your own head, and you start trying to do more than you're actually capable of doing, and you start creating problems for yourself.
Pivetta trying for a 1-2-3 6th inning ahead of Smith, 1-2, and in the dirt. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brewers, by the way, will be at Petco, final homestand of the season. September 22, 23, and 24 before the Padres finish the regular year at home against the Diamondbacks.
Well, let's hope the Brewers have cooled off by then, Jess.
I mean, they can't be doing this. 2-2, the pitch to Smith is right down the middle. Strike 3 called, and back-to-back Ks in a 1-2-3 6th inning for Nick Pivetta. On to the 7th in San Francisco. Padres lead it 10-0 on the Padres.
We wanted to introduce something new. And then working in some of our past and what the past can look like in the future. I think our players absolutely love it, and our fans, we think they'll learn to love it, especially if you can win in it. You know, that kind of solves everything.
Salon. Hello, rooftop pool and deck. It's where players can play their hearts out and enjoy all the perks that come with it. It gets real this summer at the all-new Hamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. Learn more at HamulCasino.com.
Top of the seventh is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
Ryan O'Hearn will lead off for the Padres. Already a couple of hits here this afternoon. Singleton scored in the second, had an RBI double and a run scored in the fifth. Swings at the first pitch from Tristan Beck and fouls it off. Strike one. Laureano next and Cronenworth to follow. Everybody in on the act again for the Padres. Trust and Will score. San Diego 10, San Francisco nothing. 0-1 to O'Hearn, and he breaks his bat, floats it in the air out towards second base. Haas to his left will make the catch on the infield dirt, one away. Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up and game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of your San Diego Padres. One out, nobody aboard for Ramon Laureano. Hit a two-run homer in his last at bat, and he takes a strike from Beck on the outside corner, 0-1. Beck, the fourth different San Francisco pitcher used today. Kai Wei Tang started, gave up 7. 0-1. Laureano takes outside. Spencer Bivens came on, did some good long relief, 2 1/3 scoreless innings. But in the fifth inning, the Padres got 3 more against Joey Lucchesi. Now it's Beck in his second inning of work. 1-1 to Laureano, and Ramon takes in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. We were talking last inning about where the Padres have come in the last, 5 weeks? Pods had an off day July 3rd. They had just split a doubleheader in Philly. Pitch is fouled back 2-2. On that off day, the Dodgers won. And so going into the 4th of July game against the Rangers, Padres were 9 games back in the West. Since then, the Padres have gone 22-12, and the Dodgers have gone 12-20. And here we are. 2-2. Laureano muscling it in the air to center. Lead charging straight in. On the move, not going to get there. Falls right in front of him, and a 1-out single for Ramon Laureano in the 7th inning. Padres with a share of first place this deep into the season for the first time since late in 2010.
Honestly, it's obviously the Dodgers not playing well, but more importantly, it's just the Padres taking care of their own business, really.
First pitch to Cronenworth is a strike.
And Mike Schill talks about that, and media is bringing up the whole thing of Dodgers series coming up and how close these teams are, and Mike is just steadfast in saying we need to just keep playing Padres baseball right here, right now, today.
0-1 to Cronenworth, lined and over the glove of Koss into right field. Looked like he had a shot to catch it, but could not. Throw comes in, gets away, backed up by Beck, and back-to-back 1-out singles for Laureano and Cronenworth. Jake aboard for the 4th time today. 2 hits, 2 walks. Phillies have opened up a 5-game lead in the NL East. Brewers an 8-game lead on the Cubs. But in the West, Padres and Dodgers with identical 68 and 52 records. Luis Diaz takes outside, ball 1.
It's also not to be forgotten, Jesse, that a lot of that progress that was made was done by the Padres team before they made the trades at the deadline.
1-0 pitch, and Diaz takes a high strike.
And as we've talked about, it just seems like what A.J. Preller has done is bring in a bunch of guys that just a really good match for this team. Everybody's just sort of stepped in and gotten the job done, whatever that job is being asked of them. And contributing right away, so even better times ahead, you would think.
Diaz swings, pops it up, foul ground, first base. That'll push all the way into the seats. No, I mean, you make a really good point. It's something to remember because it's very easy from a narrative perspective to try and pick this thing up at the trade deadline on August 1st. But of course, that's just a piece of this run. We're talking about going back to July 4th, basically, for when the tide fully started to turn. 1-2. And Diaz swings and misses. Strike three. Good sweeper from Tristan Beck. His first strikeout. And now 2 on with 2 away. And the order will turn over for Fernando.
It also looks like the narrative is going to continue for Mike Schilt ball clubs being stronger in the second half than the first half. He's done it every year of his managing career.
Team finished 93 and 69 last year. Played the best baseball of anybody after the All-Star break. All one outside to Tatis, 1-0. The day after the All-Star break last year, the Padres were 500. And then they went on and won 93 games. 1-0, banged on the ground, left side, that's through. And a base hit. Laureano is waved. Here's the throw from Ramos, not in time. RBI single, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's driven in 3, and this one goes to 11.
Great to see Fernando starting to heat up. He had the back-to-back 2-hit ball games. He had some extra bases along the way, and today it's been hard-hit ground balls that have found holes, but Fernando doing a great job of getting to everything. We've seen him hit fastballs. This looks like it's a little cutter, inner half that he's able to pull through the left side, and he's going to get the rest of the afternoon off, Jesse.
That insurance run brought to you by Pine Solomon Personal Injury Lawyers. Don't let any insurance.
A pinch runner at first base, and Bryce Johnson. That's a day for Fernando. Padres now on top 11-0.
By the way, since I made the reference, as the Padres go to 11, theirs goes to 11. Spinal Tap 2 on its way out.
Really?
In the fall. Oh, yeah.
Little time between 1 and 2, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
first one was 1984, I believe. Yeah.
Down the right field line, that's a foul ball. I just thought it was fair.
I thought, from our vantage point, it looked like it hit the line. Might have hit the right side of that line, right? If the half ball grass and the half ball on the line, that's a fair ball.
No challenge, so apparently foul ball. First and second, 2 down in the inning. Beck is pitcher number 4 of the day for the Giants, and a ground ball right side. Cost to his left will fire to first for the out. That ends the inning. Padres add a run, take an 11-0 lead.
Nick Pivetta is twirling a gem this afternoon. He's getting some offense as he starts his 7th inning of work. How about the fastball? Spotting the fastball, getting some outs there. Little defense from himself, and then also on the outfield. Jackson Merrill over into the gap. Nick likes it. What's not to like? Oh, mixing a little breaky ball for a punch out there. Fernando down the right field line. Diving, taking away extra bases. Breaking out the hammer, freezing him with the fastball. It's all good for Nick Pivetta. 6 innings, scoring 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Padres 11, Giants nothing. Here's Don.
Thanks, Mudley. He's back out there again. And has retired 10 in a row as he starts the 7th inning. Popped up foul off to the right out of play.
It's all about getting outs, right? Well, let's take a look at Nick Pivetta. 18 recorded up to this point. 15 on the 4-seamer. Sinker, slider, curveball, 1 each. And he is pounding the zone, man.
Pinch running for Fernando. Ball's headed out towards his direction, but deeper. That's going to end up by the 4:15 marker in Triples Alley. Gun back in, heading for 3 is Lee, and he'll get 3. Deepest part of the yard out there in right center. Breaks up a string of 11 in a row, retired by Nick Pivetta.
This is the cut fastball. Just catches too much hard of the plate. You can't place that one any better. You got any kind of speed. That's a 3-bagger.
Christian Koss 0 for 2 today. Is grounded out to short and struck out. Drives this out to left center field. Jackson Merrill will make the running catch. Tagging at third is Lee, and he'll score the first run of the day for the Giants. A mock cheer of sorts.
Yeah.
For their first run of the day. It's their 3rd of the series. I don't think he's amused, do you?
No. That's a good day in big leagues right there for Nick Pivetta.
He will leave with 101. Pitching change from San Francisco. 11-1 Padres. 11-1, Padres have lead over the Giants in the midst of the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 down. A run is in, and Nick Pivetta leads after 6 2/3. Wandy Peralta into the game.
Well, a chance for the relievers for the Padres with the lead. Just go after these giant hitters and some quick innings. And for Wandy, enters his 54th game. No Giants on base. He just needs one to get out of here in the 7th. So throw the ball really, really well, like a lot of these relievers out of the pen for the Padres.
Nick Pivetta today, 6 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run. Walked 1, struck out 5. No 3-0 counts today. This is to left, and it's in for a base hit in front of Laureano. Patrick Bailey is aboard. And some quick innings, too. The first inning, 8 pitches. 6th inning, 9 pitches.
Yeah.
Total 101.
He did great. Outstanding. I mean, he pitched right down like it was 1-0, 1-1, 0-0, right? He did a good job. As for Wandy, across the last 14 appearances, he's doing really well. Only 2 earned runs. It's over 14 innings of work.
Ground ball softly hit to Cronenworth at second base. He'll flip to first for the out that will end the inning. A run for the Giants, but it's 11-1 Padres. Well, next broadcast Friday night from Dodger Stadium. Michael King will be on the mound for San Diego. 11 starts, 4-2 with a 2.81 ERA. For the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw, 14 starts, 6-2 with a 3.14 ERA. Get started 7 p.m. Padres, Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. We get a pinch hitter here in Iglesias for Machado to begin things in the 8th. And the new pitcher out there is Walker.
Oh, we've seen this right-hander before. Extreme first base side. He'll show you name and number and throw across his body big time. '52nd game for Ryan Walker. Almost a strikeout per innings pitch there.
Back to the mound, and Walker flips underhanded for the first out. Iglesias, a pinch hitter, he is retired. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. Nothing about farms.
No farm love today?
No. New catcher. Andrew Kisner is into the game. McCray takes over in center field. Grant McCray. And pitch in there for a strike. Merrill today has gone 1 for 4. To left, and Ramos is there to make the catch for out number 2. Johnson Merrill retired. 2 outs here in the 8th. He's up Xander Bogaerts. Xander has walked, lined out to center, doubled and scored, and lined out to left. 2 for 11 in the series. Tristan Beck ended up going 2 innings, giving up 3 hits and a run. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 1 hitter. Action in the Padres pen. Yuki Matsui is up in the pen. By the mound to second base, where Koss will bobble it, but Bogaerts was not running very hard, so able to get him anyway at first base. 11-1 Padres.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of. To punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
Teams are scrambling to find that 4th and 5th starter at this time, and the Phillies are trying to figure out, who's the best 13 to take forward to the postseason. So I think in a lot of ways it's a really good place to be, and they're going to tweak, they're going to see different things as they move forward, but I think that's where they are. So I hope that answered your question.
It's a bad thing to have. No, it really did. It was just a matter of then when it comes time to winning the division or getting the first round bye, how do you pursue that and say you still haven't? I mean, if you're still pursuing first round bye, I think you're doing well enough with what you have with the lineup where the experiment phase isn't there anymore. But
and I can tell you, Jared, for sure, that's what they're shooting for. They're looking for the top spot in the National League. They're looking for that first round bye. Next would be the division in that 3rd spot, and then a wild card spot. I mean, but the Phillies are in a position to be the best team in the National League. I mean, the Brewers are playing really good baseball right now, but it's certainly anybody's ball game still with 6 weeks to play, and that is the number one focus for this team. Jared, thank you so much. Appreciate you giving us a call and talking a little bit about that. And really interesting stuff. A lot of good calls tonight, which was fun. It's always a lot of fun when we have good calls. And speaking of good calls, Well, Scott Franzke's had a couple over the course of his career, so we're going to welcome him back in, Kevin Stocker as well, because we're just a couple minutes away from first pitch here at Great American Ballpark. And, boys, I'm going to unlace my shoes and hand it back to you.
You're all clear for the night, huh?
Well, I don't know about that. Are we?
I don't know. Normally you have an eye on the radar.
I've been a little busy over the last hour, my friend.
Okay. All right, Murph, thanks as always.
I'll go check the radar now.
We do appreciate it.
You got
the Phillies getting ready to take on the Cincinnati Reds here in game number 120 on the season. The sun is shining now. We'll have those long shadows coming out from the right side of the stadium. First base, home plate, all in shadow. Right field in shadow, and bright sun in the eyes of the left fielder opening up tonight's ball game. We'll run through the lineup for you real quick once again, as the Phillies will go with Trey Turner at shortstop. Kyle Schwarber, the DH, will bat second. Hitting third at first base, Bryce Harper, and JT Realmuto will do the catching, and he'll bat in the cleanup spot after a night off last night. It'll be Nick Castellanos in right field. He bats fifth. Batting sixth, the left fielder is Brandon Marsh. Harrison Bader in center. Bader bats seventh. Batting eighth at second base, Bryson Stott, and Otto Kemp getting a start tonight at third base. He'll bat ninth. So again, Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Castellanos, Marsh, Bader, Stott, and Kemp. On the mound for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez. Defensively, as the Reds take the field, TJ Friedel, he's the center fielder. He leads off, batting second at first base, Spencer Steer. Ellie De La Cruz, the shortstop, he'll hit third, and batting cleanup, the designated hitter for Cincinnati is Miguel Andujar. Austin Hayes in left. Noelvi Marte is the right fielder. He bats sixth, batting seventh, and doing the catching, it's Tyler Stevenson. Santiago Espinal, another start at second base. He'll bat eighth, and batting ninth, the third baseman is Ke'Bryan Hayes. So again, Friedel, Steer, De La Cruz, Andujar, Austin Hayes, Marte, Stevenson, Espinal, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And Hunter Green on the mound tonight for the Reds. We talked about the scouting report on Hunter Green. Never quite sure what you're going to get when a guy's coming off rehab, especially when he's coming off a long stay on the injured list. Will his command be there? The numbers in the minors weren't so good. Phillies continue to, I would say, tinker with the lineup a little bit. I'm not so sure that the Phillies have settled on any one sort of rotation for the outfield. They're trying to get Nick Castellanos going, and quite frankly, Kevin Stocker, when you look at it, Trey Turner, his last 15 games, hitting 180. Kyle Schwarber, 2 for his last 23. Bryce Harper, 4 for his last 28. I mean, they got some guys at the top of the order that need to kind of fire it up once again.
Well, that didn't really pump me up much for the start of the game. But you're right. The top of the lineup is taking a little bit of a break, not by design, but that's just kind of how it has settled. Fortunately, the bottom of the lineup, he's been mixing and matching. Manager Rob Thompson has been, and those guys have been performing. But the top of the lineup, it'll be important to get them going. And I think tonight you're going to see some early swings, because I think with Green, he likes to get ahead, and you know how aggressive the hitters are for the Phillies, so we'll see how this goes.
Well, Turner is in the box, and we're finally ready to go. And Hunter Green's first pitch of the night is on the way, and it's taken up high for ball one. And we are underway at 6:10. Right on time.
Yeah.
83 degrees, sunny skies, some partly clouds scattered about. Here's a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. A 1-0 slider, and Turner waves and misses at it. His average at .282 for the year with 12 homers. Had a double in last night's game. Green kicks in the 1-1. Breaking ball that misses outside. Hunter Green, who was the second player chosen in the draft in 2017, just a few days ago, turned 26 years of age. The 2-1, and a swing and a high fly ball down the right side. It's twisting out of play. It'll be a foul ball. Made his debut at age 22, way back in 2022. Did Hunter Green. Last year, career high 26 starts for the right-hander. The 2-2 to Turner, and he takes. It's down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Green with a red glove on his left hand, red sleeves underneath his white uniform top. The 3-2 on the way. Check swing roller towards first. It's fielded by Steer. Flips it to Green. Foot race to the bag, and he's just out. Boy, Turner, he was trying to turn it on with the speed at the end, but Green, they say, out at first base. The Phillies will give it a quick look in the video room. and they do not want to challenge it.
And remember now, Green, he's just back from a groin injury, so he's going to be a little ginger getting over there, and he was. That was very close.
Maybe not on the first play of the game worthy of a challenge. It was so close. Oh, I tell you.
Nah, I don't think. I think he was going to stay out.
Well, no, they wouldn't have overturned
No,
it. But looks like a tie goes to the runner right there. Here's Schwarber, and he takes a breaking ball for a called strike. 0-1 the count.
It was like when we were like 7.
When you were
right?
7, right? Exactly. You had no umpires.
Right.
The pitch, swing and a miss. Schwarber 1 for 8 in the series. His one hit, the late home run, as part of that 4-run 8th inning for the Phillies on Monday night. Which gave the Phillies a win in the first game, a loss last night 6-1. Phillies have been stymied, especially early here on this road trip. Green, big right-hander, winds up and deals the 0-2, and Schwarber lays off a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last night, Phillies didn't have a hit until the 5th inning. It was the same story on Monday night. The windup of the 1-2 pitch, and that's down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As we said, the Reds in their full home white uniforms, the Reds logo over the left side of the chest and the numerals on the right side, the front of the jerseys. The 2-2, and that fastball missed up high. And so the count out full to Schwarber, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Red lettering for the nameplate on the back, numerals below. The windup, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him.
Good pitch. Something I forgot to mention in the scouting report, and I think it's important, that is Green is 6'4", listed at 258. So, yes, he throws hard, has a great start, all of those things, but he's also extremely big on the mound. There's a lot coming at you from a very high arming.
So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Bryce Harper, who takes his time out before the at-bat begins. Harper batting .259, homered last night, his 18th of the year. Here's a swing and a miss at a first pitch breaking ball. Right now here early in the game with the sun out, you've got shadows over home plate and the mound, and you've got the black windows as the batter's eye, the 0-1. And it's bounced foul down the first base side, and they can be a bit shiny sometimes for the hitters. As there's a bright backdrop. 0-2 the count for Harper. Green, hands together at the belt buckle, turns and deals, and the pitch swung on and missed. Got him with a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. And a couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 return to the mound for Hunter Green. We're going to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies nothing and the Reds coming up.
Give me those sauces, grab the chicken strips, let's dunk them in there. There's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strip.
Philadelphia Phillies.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Left-hander Christopher Sanchez takes the hill tonight here in Cincinnati. No score, bottom of the first inning. T.J. Friedel, left-handed batter, leading off for the Reds. And Sanchez's first pitch of the night is on the way. It's a fastball, and it's a strike called on the outside corner. Umpires tonight, Carlos Torres behind home plate, Charlie Ramos at first. The crew chief, Alfonso Marquez, out at second, and Willie Traynor has third base. Sanchez kicks, and the 0-1, and that's inside. Another fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Friedel batting .274 with 10 home runs. 39 runs batted in. Wide open stance from the left-hand batter. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. First breaking ball of the night for Sanchez. Gets a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. And Friedel takes time out. He'll step out of the box. Phillies go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. Again. Here's the windup. And the 1-2 on the way. And that one just missed inside. If I'm not mistaken, the Phillies have 2 first inning base runners on the road trip.
The whole road trip or just here?
The road trip, the pitch. Breaking ball, and that misses down and away. No, my bad. On Friday night, they got a home run. That's the only hit they had. They had a home run from Schwarber Friday night against Merrill Kelly in Texas. Hit batsman, walk. Here's the 3-2 from Sanchez. Had a swing and a dribbler foul, third base side. Saturday against Jacob deGrom, Phillies didn't have a hit until there were 2 out in the second. It was a 1-2-3 first for deGrom. Sunday, Patrick Corbin walked Schwarber, but was erased on a double play. Phillies didn't get a hit until the fourth. The 3-2 again. And it's bounced on the ground to first. Harper with an easy play, gloves it knee high. He'll step on the bag. And there is one away. And here in Cincinnati, Andrew Abbott was perfect through the first 4 innings on Monday night and last night. Brady Singer did the same.
Yeah. It's noticeable more here than it is in Texas, just getting guys on base early. It's been a little struggle for the top of the lineup. Probably trying to do a little bit too much. But
here's Spencer Steer. 240 hitter with 14 homers. Drove in 3 runs last night, and he takes the first pitch in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Sanchez 11-3 on the year, a 2.36 earned run average. Here's the wind of the 0-1. And a swing and a high fly ball, left center field. It's playable. Marsh is over, now being called off by Bader. And Bader will make the catch. Marsh gladly gets out of the way of that one.
Well, your SEPTA starting pitcher. Scouting report on Christopher Sanchez. 3 pitches. Sinker, changeup, slider. Versus Texas, he threw a lot of pitches in the first couple innings. So far today, much better. And he's been giving the Phillies a ton of length. In fact, his last 12 starts, he's averaged 7 innings pitched, and that's just from maturity. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go.
2 up, 2 down. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. 275 average with 19 home runs. Bats from the right side. The switch hitter takes, and it's in for a strike. Sanchez second among all National League starters in earned run average at 2.36. Paul Skeens, the only one lower. After a short start for Skeens last night, the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Turner in 2 steps. He's got it. Slings it over to first, and there's a 1-2-3 start for Sanchez as well. We'll go to the second in Cincinnati. No score.
Swing for the fences with Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Go to the top of the second inning. Both clubs go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. JT Realmuto will lead off for the Phillies here in the second against Hunter Green. JT with a night off last night. The pitch swung on, fouled away to the right side. Realmuto, Castellanos, and Marsh due up here against Green. Hunter Green, we mentioned last year, a new career high in starts. The pitch, fastball is upstairs. He was also an all-star for the first time, went 9-5, had a 2.75 ERA for the year. 150 in a third innings. The 1-1 swung on, popped up. And the first baseman's steer drifts over the line into foul territory, has room, he'll make the catch. There's one down. Only 96 hits allowed in those 150 in the third innings. Walked 57, struck out 169, which for the year was an average of 10.1 strikeouts per 9, which was actually down a little bit from the prior years for him. This year, he's right at 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. Here's Castellanos, the former Red, and the first pitch to him. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field, fairly deep on the run. Hayes in the gap with Friedel. Hayes is calling, and the left fielder will make the catch. Still shy of the warning track.
It's very clear so far. So the report's going to be to swing early on him. Now he, believe it or not, there's this unique stat. He's thrown first pitch strikes almost 75% of the batters that he's faced. What that means is league average is only 62%. So he loves to get strike one. If you get 2 strikes off of this guy, I mean, he just strikes out people like crazy.
Here's Brandon Marsh, and he takes a first pitch breaking ball down and in. 1 ball to no strikes, no score. Here in the second. Marsh hitting .272 with 7 homers, the 1-0. Swung on, hit well, left center field. And again, Friedel and Hayes converge. Friedel calling this time. He'll make the catch right on the edge of the dirt. In front of the 379 marker. 1-2-3 inning. Here for Hunter Green. 6 up. 6.
Schedule an appointment at the Temple Lung Center. Call 800-TEMPLE-MED.
Phillies fans never miss a home run.
Yeah, it's hooked deep to right center field. No doubt about it.
Stream every game on the NBC Sports app.
A 3-homer game.
And don't miss your game day forecast from NBC 10 First Alert Weather.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, sustainability is stylish. Come and see for yourself when all fans receive a sustainable Phillies cap presented by PGW on Sunday, August 31st at 7:10 p.m. when the Braves take on the Phillies.
Miguel Andujar will lead off against Christopher Sanchez. First pitch grounded past the dive of Otto Kemp to the backhand side. Unable to come up with it is Otto Kemp, and that's going to be a base hit for Andujar. And well, the Phillies going with Otto Kemp at third base tonight. Obviously, no disrespect to Otto, but there's a downgrade defensively from Edmundo Sosa there.
Well, Edmundo's been so good for sure. He's playing in. It only takes 1 bunt attempt. I think Andujar had shown it early, so all of a sudden you have to play shallower, and then you squeak it by him.
Here's Austin Hayes. And the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Sanchez can get his fair share of ground balls. We'll see if the Phillies can maybe get one here. And turn 2 on the former Phillies, batting .252 in 69 games for Cincinnati, 10 homers. Stott shades him up the middle, big hole right side, and the pitch swung on, ground ball towards third, just foul. Oof. That was going to be big trouble.
Well, they're not picking on him down there, but he's going to get a lot of rollovers with the changeup.
I mean, with him on the mound, and you load up on right-handed batters, you figure it's going to be a busy night for Otto.
Yeah, he has to realize that. He was out here early yesterday when they were taking ground balls with Bobby Dickerson, and they were working on some of his footwork, trying to get that squared away. I've noticed over the last couple of times he's had a ball over there, he likes to stand up before he throws, and you want to stay down, stay into those legs.
Quickly, 0-2 on Austin Hayes. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. A look at first, now the pitch. And it missed outside. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A change up there from Sanchez. Christopher is facing the Reds for the 4th time in his career, first time this year. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. That's inside and low. He pitched here last year and took a loss in an 8-1 Phillies defeat. He lasted only 3 innings. He gave up 5 runs, but only 1 of the runs was earned as the Phillies committed 3 errors that day. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Hayes. Swinging a foul back into the screen. All in all against the Reds, a 1-1 record, a 3.86 ERA in his 3 starts. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that one just missed.
See if Francona tries to send the runner, even with left-hander Christopher Sanchez.
Pretty good pitch there, Stock.
Yeah. Close? Do you think it was a strike?
Yeah. 3-2 on the way. And that one is a called 3rd strike, which Hayes thought was ball 4. That was borderline top of the zone. But according to the MLB StatCast, was a strike as well.
It's just as belt high. I mean, it's right there down the middle, changeup. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think it was a very good pitch. You know, a 2-strike approach, if you're battling there, that's a pitch you can hit out of the ballpark. So Christopher got away with it.
Here's Noel V. Marte, right-hand batter again in the pitch. He takes, that's in for a strike. Marte, infielder by trade, learning the outfield now. 285 hitter with 8 homers. 0-1 the count. A look at first, now the pitch. And that one is a fastball that's in for a strike. Marte was jumping back from that. That was right on the inside edge. So the count, 0-2. That bright sun has ducked behind some of the clouds. A little easier on the eyes now.
Do you need some eye black?
Yeah. 0-2. That's way outside. No, but I'm pretty sure that Bader and Marsh did out there in the outfield.
Yep.
They probably wearing them whether they needed it or not.
That's true.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Andujar leads at first. No score. The 1-2 pitch. And it missed down and in. Count even, 2-2. Sanchez going back to the start of June. He ended May with a 3.32 earned run average, so it's about a run lower now. 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. And in that time, over the 12 games since the start of June, he's got a 1.69 ERA.
I mean, he's averaging 7 innings per start during that time.
Marte battling here with a count 2-2. 1 out, 1 on the pitch. Swinging and miss. Changeup got him.
Excellent. Excellent pitch, that changeup. That changeup in his last start, Rob Thompson was talking a little bit about the finish of it. We were mentioning it yesterday with Ranger. The finish is so important with these guys that rely on the changeup to get the last little drop. I can tell you as a hitter or as an ex-hitter, it's that last couple of feet of that pitch that just, the ball disappears, and you need to finish the pitch. Nice job.
That'll bring up the Reds catcher Tyler Stevenson with 2 outs and a man on the pitch. Is a strike called. Starts him with a fastball on the inside part of the plate.
The opposite of finishing, Scott, would be a floating changeup. It floats, and that's where you get yourself into trouble.
0-1 the count. Sanchez checks over at first. Harper holds the runner, the pitch. And Stevenson takes in off the plate. 233 hitter with 9 homers. 36 runs batted in for Stevenson, who started in Monday's game but was on the bench last night. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Good change up there. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bader a couple of steps towards right center field against Stevenson, now in his 6th year with the Reds. The 1-2 pitch, and it's down low. He lays off. Count evens, 2-2. Duhar leads away at first base again. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And after the hit past the third baseman, Sanchez comes back and strikes out the side in order. And we're going to the 3rd inning tonight in the Queen City. Phils and Reds still.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
Works.com. The Phillies are in full swing. Is your building ready too? CP Rankin will breathe life back into your roof before the storms move in. Call 866-ROOF-322, 866-ROOF-322, or visit cprankin.com today.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Well, on the mound today on the West Coast, the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani versus the Angels' Kyle Hendricks. Ohtani, it's been 2 years since he has been on the Angels Stadium mound, believe it or not. He's going to get the start out there. He's also, at the same time, trying to homer in 5 straight games for the 2nd time in 4 weeks. Scott Fransky, that's pretty good. This is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
And he's also trying to keep the Dodgers with a share of first place in the West, as the Padres won again today, and the Padres right now a half game in front of them.
The West Coast.
Dodgers play later on.
These West teams are just battling.
Here is Harrison Bader to lead off for the Phillies, and the pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Going back over the last few days, the Phillies are 0 for their last 34 in the first 3 innings. The pitch is a fastball. There's another strike. Bryson Stott doubled with 2 outs in the 3rd inning on Saturday. The windup, the 0-2, and that's down low. They are hitless in the first 3 innings since then.
Is that 9 innings total of baseball?
Well,
am I doing the math right?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's more than 9 innings with tonight. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled away to the right side. I mean, 0 for 34. That's 10, 11 plus innings.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a grind.
The windup, the 1-2. Bader swings, pops it up. Right side of the infield. And it'll be caught by Espinal, who makes the catch on the right side, calling off Spencer Steer. Harrison Bader twirling his bat in the air as he popped out there and was jogging down to first.
On a positive side to that, there is not a lot, right? But I will say Texas starting rotation, best in baseball. The Cincinnati Reds, the strength of their team is their starting pitching as well. Not an excuse.
Here's Stott. And a strike call to Bryson Stott. 0-1 the count.
Kind of sounds like an excuse, doesn't it?
Rob Thompson, Rob Thompson said kind of coincidentals, kind of the ebbs and flows of baseball. Here's a ball sliced down the left field line, and that is a foul ball. Off the bat of Bryson Stott, just by a couple of feet. We saw him do the same thing last night. Stott, who faced Hunter Green last year, 0 for 4 against him. Green actually is starting against the Phillies for the third time. He's 0-1 with a 4.63 earned run average, having allowed 6 runs in 11 2/3 innings. 12 hits, 5 walks, so quite a few base runners, but no homers given up. The 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. Rushing it up there at 100 miles an hour again is Hunter Green. 1 away, no score, 3rd inning. And the pitch. Swung on, line to center. There's a base hit. Bryson Stott with a nice easy swing. He goes down and gets that one and serves it out into right center field.
Stott is a very handsy hitter, so when you say easy swing, he's using his hands. He's a guy that's going to protect and just try to. He's fooled. He's out in front. Versus, I compare it to somebody like Trey Turner, who's this year is more handsy, but he's more of a guy that's going to swing and keep everything lined up. Trey Turner is, so therefore he takes bigger swings with 2 strikes at times.
Here's Otto Kemp, and the pitch to Kemp is a fastball down and away. Batting .234. And over his last 15 games, just 8 hits in 45 at-bats. That's a 178 average. Double play depth on the infield. De La Cruz playing over to pull as Stott dives back in with a throw by Green into first. Green is fairly quick to first. And he's can be pretty quick to the plate. Obviously, he can throw 100 too, so that helps it get there a little quicker. But the Reds catchers haven't been the best throwing catchers in the game. The 1-0 on the way. And it's fouled back just below us. Had a little sizzle on it.
It did.
Just down below our booth. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stott leads at first. Green ready. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow right center. Espinal going out, coming on Marte. Espinal calling. He makes an over-the-shoulder catch with his back to the infield. Basket catch. It did not look like Noelvi Marte wanted a whole lot to do with that pop in the shallow right.
Yeah, I mean, he's still trying to figure out the routes, and one of those is messing with your infielder. You know, how do you do that? He has no idea. He's kind of learning on the fly.
Well, now Trey Turner, Bright Sun, is back out as another throw will go over to first, and diving back in safely is Stott. The entire infield covered in shadows, and the shadows of the light tower stretching out way out into left center. But in left and in straightaway center is still pretty bright. The pitch. Turner takes, and it's a breaking ball down and away. Phil's nothing, Reds nothing. Here in the top of the 3rd. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. Green took a little something off there, 98.
Was it a split?
It was not.
He has a split.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line towards left field. Hayes coming in. He's not going to get there. It falls for a hit. Stott will stop at second base. And aboard at first is Trey Turner with a base hit. And that'll put 2 on for Kyle Schwarber.
It's one thing with a guy like Hunter Green who throws so hard. Even the slider is still a 10-mile-an-hour drop. It's very effective. But as a hitter, you have to stay on that hard fastball. If he throws his pitches where he's supposed to, you're going to swing and miss because he throws so stinking hard. But it's when he leaves it up, you have to be ready for it, and you can get your hits just like these two have.
Well, here's Kyle Schwarber with 2 men aboard and 2 outs, and he takes a called strike on the first pitch from Green. The Phillies had 1 at-bat last night with a runner in scoring position, and it was Schwarber grounding out to end the 6th. Green ready, a check of second, and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Oof, power against power there.
A little late, and that's, Randy Johnson was like that. Such a great pitcher, but he threw so hard. If he threw you a tight slider down or a fastball in, you were out, but you could hit the one mistake.
The 0-2, and it's taken right down the middle, a fastball for a called third strike. So the Phillies collect a couple of hits, but they leave 2
on the Cove. It just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you gotta stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Analysis and unfiltered opinion on Phillies Pregame Live. Then, after the final out, hear from players fresh off the field with Phillies Postgame Live, only on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Yeah, I want to just touch on that strikeout by Kyle Schwarber, kind of talking about looking hard. And so he takes a fastball down the middle with 2 strikes. That can't happen with Kyle. If he throws a slider there, swing and miss, that's fine. But you've got to be on the fastball.
Here's Santiago Espinal, who leads off for the Reds, takes down and in. Yeah, you've always said as a hitter, Hunter Green's got an assortment of pitches. You can't hit them all.
Nope, not, especially not when he's throwing 100.
Right. 1-0 pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. So we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score, but Phillies got some hits before the 4th.
All right.
Before the 5th. There's the wind and the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Kemp takes a short hop, sets his feet, fires it across. There's one gone.
With consistent crowds over 40,000 plus, season tickets are the best way to secure seats for 2026 and include benefits such as price savings versus single game tickets and the same seat location for each game. Reserve yours today at Phillies.com/season deposits.
And I bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes, number 9 hitter for Cincinnati. The pitch is taken, and it's a called strike. Phillies open the night 5 games in front of the Mets in the National League East. Mets finally ended their long skid last night. They have some rain in New York, so getting underway late, apparently. The pitch swung on, poked off the end of the bat towards right. Castellanos coming in, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And Ke'Bryan Hayes has a soft single the other way. I'm not sure Casty got the best read on that. So top of the order now, TJ Friedl. The Reds in the wild card race open the night with an eye on the Mets as well. They are 2 back of the Mets for the last playoff spot in the National League. The first pitch to Friedel. He shows bunt, and it's a strike. The Brewers, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, folks, but they won today. They won a game today. They scored 12 runs over the Pirates for their 12th win in a row.
Man.
The 0-1. And it's a called strike. And they're making a mockery of the Central Division quote-unquote race, which for much of the summer was, well, a race. They have an 8-game lead over the Cubs. They have 76 wins now. They're 76-44. Friedel waiting on an 0-2 from Sanchez. And it's on the way. He takes. And that is a perfect pitch. Sells itself, stock at ABS. Sells itself. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him anyway. It's the second player tonight that Sanchez has struck out twice in the same at-bat.
You gotta like the fact that he's not letting it bother him, unlike it did last night with Ranger. Ranger, it really got to him. Really got to him. So.
And Ranger admitted as much afterwards. 2 gone. Here's Spencer Steer with that runner still at first base. Hayes will go if you forget about him over there. The pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. He's got 10 steals, only been caught twice. No score, 3rd inning. Oh, and 1 the count. Sanchez ready at the belt. And he's coming home. The pitch fouled back, coming up your way. Stop.
Man, that's 2 right at me. Spencer Steer actually is interesting. He's been hot now. He's hitting almost 600 over his last 7 games. Beginning of the year out of spring training, he was actually injured, but was kind of forced to make the trip with the team because of another injury to Austin Hayes. His first 30 games were awful. Terrible.
0-2. Taken for a called 3rd strike. Got him looking. And Steer, the 5th strikeout victim of the night for Cincinnati. No runs a hit, 1 left after 3 complete. No score.
For over 100 years, South Jersey Gas has delivered reliable natural gas service to more than 400,000 New Jersey homes and businesses. From here.
To Corey, Viraggio, Simon G, and more. Come see why Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's the RAV 4th inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Bryce Harper leading it off for the Phillies, scoreless game. Each team with 2 hits thus far. Hunter Green delivers, and Harper swings and fouls it back into the screen. 0-1 the count. For Hunter Green, that was his 40th pitch of the night. He would likely get to double that here tonight. The pitch is down low. No hard and fast limit for Green, but sounds somewhere in that neighborhood. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the off-speed pitch for Hunter Green. His splitter. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Green the windup in the 1-2. Harper rips it foul down the first base side. And he was on the fastball.
See if he can hit another towering shot like last night, late inning.
Here's the windup and the 1-2. Swung on, poked foul out of play. Let's do it tonight without lightning flashes, huh?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was the first time I'd seen like that sort of home run with lightning in the background other than Roy Hobbs in the movie.
Right. Here's the windup in the 1-2. And Harper hits it on the ground towards the middle. Espinal to his right. Backhand picked up. He'll throw to first. And there's 1 away.
Take the field with Phillies legends for a once-in-a-lifetime experience at the Carpenter Complex in Clearwater, Florida. Alumni scheduled to participate include Larry Boa, Jim Eisenreich, Milt Thompson, Mike Lieberthal, Juan Samuel, Aaron Rowan. What are they giving me every name? But a lot of people will be there. Go down there. It's a lot of fun. Call 610. Greg Murphy will be there. 610-520-3400 for more info.
JT
Thanks, Murph.
Takes a breaking ball in for a strike. Will you be there, Stock?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be
so
there.
will Murph, apparently.
Yeah. Morandini will be there.
Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Mickey was here the last couple of days with Phillies vacations. I don't know, Mickey and his wife, I don't know if they're here today. I would think that they're probably gone. I was trying to get him to come up into the booth and say hello. Didn't make it. Rain scared him away.
0-2. Upstairs.
Did that get him?
Did that hit him? It hit something. And Carlos Torres has just awarded JT Realmuto first base. And Terry Francona says, what gives? And maybe they'll look at it on video. That might have hit the knob of the bat. And, yeah, I don't think it hit him. It definitely
hit something.
It hit something. But, you know, JT keeps
Cincinnati
his hands.
challenging the call of hit by pitch.
Keeps his hands, chokes up a little bit off the knob of the bat. And JT telling Spencer Steer, yeah, it hit my hand.
Huh.
And that hit the knob of the bat.
I was going to say, if that hit the back of his knuckles, he is the toughest human I know.
Yeah, that hit the knob of the bat. So that'll be a foul ball. Is it really that hard to see? What are we waiting on?
I don't know.
Carlos Torres and Alfonso Marquez waiting on word from the replay center in New York. But this is going to be overturned. And while they mess around with that, let's pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station.
Well, that call, as expected, was overturned. Not only that, it was a foul tip caught by the catcher for the third strike. So the batter is out. And it'll be a strikeout of Realmuto, the fourth of the game for Green. And that'll bring up Nick Castellanos with 2 gone here in a scoreless game. The pitch he takes, and it missed outside for ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. JT tried to sell it, tried to talk his way into it. And plate umpire was buying.
I was going to say, he didn't sell it very well.
Here's the windup in the 1-1. And it's down low. Well, I mean, it's irrefutable once you watch the replay.
Yeah.
But he was standing there and looking back at Torres like, didn't you hear that? It hit me. And 2-1. Fastball. That's in there for a strike.
So wait, if I like threw a ball at you and hit you in your knuckles, you would just calmly look at me and be like, "Hey, man, that hit me," or would you like writhe in pain, drop to a knee? That's selling.
Well, I'm not a soccer player. 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Wait for the stretcher.
And then stay in the game. And Hunter Green with a couple of strikeouts to finish off the Phils here in a 1-2-3 fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, no score.
In your community or in your
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Will love the Brady Plus Trey Turner Performance sunglasses they'll receive on August 24th at 1:35 when the Phils host the Nationals. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. 94 WIP.
It is the Wrap fourth inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Ellie De La Cruz will lead off for the Reds here in a scoreless game. Christopher Sanchez back to work. His first pitch is swung on and missed. De La Cruz grounded out his first time up. Second time All-Star this year. Back-to-back All-Star berths for De La Cruz. The pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen. He's been struggling lately. Reds have been kind of up and down offensively here since the All-Star break. The 0-2 on the way. And that one is a called third strike on the inside corner. De La Cruz kind of jackknifing out of the way, but that did appear to be all over the inside part of the plate.
It did. The sinker that he's throwing with velocity, it's just easy cheese. He's really pumping this ball in the inner half. I mean, he is hitting JT's spot, splitting that chest protector.
Easy cheese.
Easy cheese, baby. It's hard to hit off of easy cheese. It gets on you.
Andujar, the batter, and the pitch, swing and a miss.
Why is that funny?
Just you saying cheese just makes me think of your old hitting coach, Jerry Martin.
I'm so glad you remember that. It's true.
Here's the windup in the 0-1. Swinging a comebacker, glance off the glove of Sanchez. Oh, but it bounced right down at his feet. He'll pick it up, throw to first, and nearly threw it away. Good stretch there by Harper. They get the out at first base. It goes 1-3. What was his hitting advice for you?
I said, man, Jerry, I'm struggling, man. What do you got for me? And he would literally just look at me and say, stop, man. Just get yourself a piece of cheese and slice it. That's it. I'm like, how are my hands looking? Dude, just hit the cheese.
Here's Austin Hayes. And he takes inside. What do you do with that? You know,
I went to the other.
This was in the minors, correct?
Yes, yeah. I think it was Florida State League, I believe.
Here you are, your early formative years of pro ball. You're searching. You're trying to find your way out of it. And that's the advice you get.
Get yourself a piece of cheese and slice it.
1-0 pitch is bounced foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Hayes. 2 outs, scoreless, bottom of the 4th inning.
To be honest, I think if I remember right, Jerry was our roving hitting instructor, so everybody was getting
he gave that advice to everyone. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one is just off the plate away. It was organization wide.
Yep.
2-1. And that one is down low. It's 3-1. Very few 3-ball counts to this point for Christopher. Hayes struck out looking his first time up. Sanchez ready. And his 3-1 pitch. And it misses down and away. That's ball 4.
Kids 14 and under will have a Sunday fun day when they receive the Brady Plus Trey Turner Performance Sunglasses and are invited to participate in post-game Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases on Sunday, August 24th at 1:35 p.m. when the Phillies host the Nationals. Purchase your tickets today at Phillies.com.
So 2-out base runner for the Reds as Austin Hayes aboard. Noelvi Marte is coming up. And the pitch to him. He swings and lines one down the left field line. That's trouble. It's a fair ball. It's going towards the corner. Marsh over into the corner to cut it. Pick it up. He'll fire it back into Turner. Turner with a relay home, and it's not in time. JT throws back to third. They tag out Marte. And Kemp with a tag on Marte at third base. We'll see whether or not he got his hands around that tag. The Reds, either way, get themselves a run on the board thanks to a 2-out RBI double by Noelvi Marte. And that out at third base will end the inning as the Reds do not challenge. I think they wanted to, but Alfonso Marquez not allowing the challenge. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left. And after 4, it's 1-0 Reds.
Every inning matters, and so does the condition of your building. CP Rankin delivers the energy.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter.
It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. He's giving it to him and making them like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it. You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened?
The Angels last night versus the Dodgers, back on that game, they turned the 8th triple play in their club history. Top of the 6th inning, Ohtani with runners on first and second hit a line drive up the middle that was caught. I think that was by the shortstop. He stepped on the bag for the second out, fired it over to first to get the third out. Triple play. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Noelvi Marte likely would have been called safe, as we see a replay on the final play of that 4th inning as Brandon Marsh takes low for a ball. Want to know the count. Terry Francona never put his hand up to ask for time to look at the replay. The pitch is down and away, and by the time the Reds were asking for a review, Alfonso Marquez said time was up.
It's the right call. You only get so much time.
2-0 pitch. Marsh swings and fouls it back. So the Phillies find themselves down 1-0 against Hunter Green, and the Phillies with an offense that searching for a breakout here somewhere. Hayes even with the bag off the line at third base. De La Cruz shaded up the middle at short. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and there's a strike to Marsh.
You know, that's one of the issues with a lot of people that I talk to with the pitch timer is there's no time to celebrate after things happen. A great example is after home runs.
2-2. Swung on, ground ball, sharply hit to first. Steers got it, and he'll run to the bag, and it's out number 1.
Yeah, somebody hits a home run, they cross the plate, they high-five. The fans want to celebrate that with the player, but they don't oftentimes get a chance to because the pitch timer is going. It's the same with Terry. You know, he's down there trying to cheer and whatever and forgets he has a job to do as well, and that's one of those things with a pitch timer that's a drag, to be honest with you.
Here's Harrison Bader. Bader, who popped out to second his first time up, takes a strike. Harrison Bader, the only player in the Phillies lineup who has homered off of Hunter Green in his career. Bader has struggled at the plate so far for the Phillies. 4 hits and 25 at bats. The 0-1 is outside. Of course, he had 1 home run, a big 3-run home run for his first Phillies hit, but they've been few and far between. The 1-1 pitch, and that's down and away. And while the Phillies haven't, talked about Harrison Bader as potentially an everyday guy with pretty even splits, he certainly hasn't been playing every day. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, breaking ball. That is a strike called on the inside corner. Green to the back of the mound, picks up the rosin bag a moment. 1 out, count even, and the 2-2. Swinging a half swing, rolled towards first. Steer coming in, gloves it, runs to first. 2 ground outs to first base from the first 2 hitters of the inning, and that'll bring up Bryson Stott. You know, Bob Thompson has talked a lot about trying to get guys going. 4 outfielder rotation for 3 spots, and I wouldn't say anybody's really caught fire yet in whatever this. And it's 5 players if you throw Weston Wilson into the mix, because he's gotten multiple starts in left field since that trade.
Well, what about Marsh?
Well, he's one of them.
Yeah, but he's been swinging.
Well, he was already swinging.
He was already hot.
Yeah,
so they're used to that.
Right.
Gotcha.
So you might make the case that he shouldn't come out of the lineup. But again, I understand why he's not in the lineup against particular lefties.
Right.
Here's the pitch to Stott, and it's up and away. But outside of a few assorted games, not a whole lot of production from the outfield still. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
You know, these August days are hot. that you're tired, you're mentally tired. Now, it helps that these guys have got some energy and guys coming back, but part of that with Rob, too, I think he uses maybe these 2-3 weeks to kind of get everybody, make sure they're playing and so forth, to kind of iron it out. Like you said, September, I would be surprised if he's still doing it.
1-1, and that's outside.
Trying to get guys at bats. Edmundo Sosa, for example, how do you get him enough at bats? But you don't overexpose him, but you want him to stay hot.
Two balls, one strike. Bryson Stott, who has one of the 2 hits tonight for the Phils, takes this fastball, which just misses a little bit low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. 1-0, Reds lead. 2 outs in the 5th. Green ready, the 3-1, and it's taken, and it's a fastball, same spot, and this one's a strike, 3-2. Stott taps the barrel down to the plate, twirls the bat once, sets his hands. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled away. Fastball, he fights it off.
It's interesting, these 2 pitchers, I can't recall, I'd have to really think about it. 2 starting pitchers that are really dominant pitchers when they're going with only 3 pitches. They don't have a 6-pitch repertoire, either of them.
Another 3-2. Swung on, hit in the air, center field, straight away for Friedel, who's backing up. He's going to make the catch, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning again for Hunter Green, who's thrown 5 scoreless innings in his return. Middle of the 5th, Reds 1.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Hackers suck. So does juggling multiple apps to run your business. Meet Trust UC from Telesystem, an AI-powered voice, video, and messaging platform with built-in cybersecurity awareness training. Visit hackersuck.com to learn more.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Phillies gear and today's special offer.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Phillies down 1-0. And the Phils facing the bottom third of the Reds order, Stevenson, Espinal, and Ke'Bryan Hayes. Sanchez struck out Stevenson his first time, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. 54 pitches now for Sanchez. Meanwhile, Hunter Green at 70 pitches through 5 scoreless innings, and the Reds have been wondering what they might get from Green, the 0-1, and it's down low. I think they're happy to have him back in their rotation as they make a playoff push. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced foul. Down the third baseline.
There was a little bit of a stink around here when he went back on the IL for the second time. Just about, is he tough? Is he tough enough to be here and be pitching? Is he the number one? Is he all that? Francona came out. That's why you love Terry. He came out and defended him and said, "Look, we need him."
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, weakly hit towards short. Turner scoops it, throws on the run. He got him.
I mean, Terry was like, the players know themselves better than anybody. Now, he also said there's going to come a point where when he comes back, we can't have him going back and forth on the IL back and forth. So as a manager, he said, look, we're going to put him back on there whenever he's ready. There's just no pressure from Terry. That's kind of how he operates. So the fact that he's back now, they have full confidence he will be healthy the rest of the year.
Santiago Espinal swings at the first pitch and a little bit late on it, fouls it away on the first base side. And with the same sort of comments, Tito talking about Green and tonight, so look, we're still playing the long game here with Hunter Green. He's going to be here. It's not like we need him to come out here and just fire away and empty the tank. We're going to have him make a lot of starts for us down the stretch as the pitch swung on and fouled back. So it's not like he needs to come out here and throw 100 pitches the first night.
I thought you were going to say he doesn't have to come out and throw 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, well.
Because he is.
If he wants to quit at 70 pitches, I think I'm all right with that.
Right, yes.
The 0-2. Swung on, hit in the air, left center. Bader over to his right is under it, and he will make the catch. Bader, who always sort of swivels his hips and gets behind the ball, so to speak. That can be a little bit different to watch.
Very different. It's a back pedal, and I'm totally against backpedaling. But I like what you said when you said he gets behind the baseball, so that's a good thing, especially if there's a runner on.
Ke'Bryan Hayes had a bloop single to right his first time up. Here's a pitch inside. It almost hit him. 1-0, Reds leading it. And I think the Reds looking at it to see whether or not it indeed did hit him, but it did not. They won't challenge. One ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle, a base hit. And Hayes is aboard with his second hit of the night. Ke'Bryan Hayes is now 5 for 10 lifetime off Christopher Sanchez. So that'll keep the inning alive for TJ Friedl. In the fourth inning, it was a 2-out walk to Austin Hayes. The very next batter doubled on the first pitch, bringing Hayes home. And the pitch to Friedl is a little bit high for ball one. This time in the fifth inning, it's a 2-out single by a different Hayes. Sanchez to the belt, looks at first. And his pitch. Friedl takes way outside, and the count is 2-0. Sanchez, over his last, 8 of his last 9 starts, he has given up 1 earned run or none. In 8 of the last 9 starts. 2-0. Swung on, hit in the air, left center. Towards the alley goes Marsh. He's calling, and he's got it. And he's given up 1 run through 5 innings tonight here in Cincinnati. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left by the Reds. We'll go to the 6th. It's still 1-0.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
What else going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
That's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back.
Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
Is it the delicious crimpet or the mouth-watering candy cake? No matter where you are, choose what feels right and enjoy. You've earned it, and you know you deserve it. Tasty cake, accept no substitutes.
At PGW, delivering clean, reliable natural gas to Philadelphia homes and businesses safely is our top priority. If you smell gas, call 215-235-1212. PGW, fueling the future.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Start the 6th inning with the Phillies still down 1-0. And Hunter Green still on the mound. First pitch to Otto Kemp, a breaking ball, misses low and away. No runs, 2 hits for the Phillies, 1 run on 4 hits for the Reds. Green into the wind and the 1-0. It's taken, and it's down a little bit low. Fastball there from Hunter Green. It's 2-0 to Kemp, who popped out to shallow right his first time up. Steer plays him off the line at first, the 2-0, and he's taking all the way. Looks at a strike. Over the outer part of the plate, it's 2-1.
I love that take right there. I mean, right now the Phils haven't had a leadoff runner on base
in like 4 days. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line towards short. It's caught by De La Cruz on the backhand. That's an exaggeration, folks.
Funny, but wrong. How about your Chick-fil-A nugget of the game? August 13th, 2020. Alec Boehm makes his Major League debut at home against Baltimore. He starts at third base and doubles off Thomas Eshelman in his first plate appearance.
And here he is all these years later, homering at Lehigh Valley today.
Yes.
Here's Trey Turner, and he takes a breaking ball up high. Boehm, I believe that was his first hit on a rehab assignment. Home run, he drew a walk today. Boehm going 1 for 4. 1-0 to Turner in the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Phillies yesterday said that Boehm would alternate for 4 days at Lehigh Valley this week, and today they sort of stretched that to 5, it sounds like. The pitch swung on, and it's looped out towards second. Espinal reaching, gloves it. It's a catch for Santiago Espinal. And there's the second out.
What did you say about Alec? He was going to alternate?
They said originally on Monday, Rob Thompson said he would play third base, DH, play third base, DH, and they would reevaluate on Saturday. Today, he said he would play through Saturday, and they would reevaluate.
I got you.
Here's Schwarber. He swings, hits one up the alley, left center field. Hazel, long run to the gap. That ball is going to be down for a hit. And it goes to the wall, and it's an opposite field double for Kyle Schwarber. And the Phillies get the tying run in scoring position with Bryce Harper coming up. Schwarber's 18th double of the year. Schwarber, who had the only other at bat today with a man in scoring position, now creates one for his teammate Harper. De La Cruz cutting in behind Schwarber. And Harper 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Green looks back at second. The first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from Stevenson. Trickles back behind him, and down to third goes Schwarber. And honestly, with Schwarber being the base runner there, that could be big.
Sure.
Harper hits one hard to right. Marte, he's already shown a strong arm. Gunned down a runner, Harper himself 2 nights ago. It'll go down as a passed ball for Stevenson, his second. The 0-1 pitch, and it misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. De La Cruz a few steps towards the middle. He's deep at short. Outfield shaded the other way. Marte very deep in right field. And now Green steps off. The stretch. And the right-hander's 1-1. Breaking ball. He lays off. Two balls and a strike. Green ready. The pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Challenged him.
I'm sitting there thinking, why would you throw him a fastball? And he throws him one almost down the middle. It was a little bit away. I think he would either go fastball away here or slider down and in. Bryce has been swinging over the top of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Another fastball. Top of the zone, and Harper fights it off. Harper, his last time up, grounded out to second, but it came off the bat at 103. So he hit it hard, but tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs. Green ready, and another 2-2. Breaking ball, he lays off. And if you're Green, what do you throw him now? You've got a right-handed hitter to follow.
Well, if it was me, I'd throw another slider, but knowing Green, he's very confident in his fastball. It wouldn't surprise me if he just tried to blow it by Bryce.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander is ready. He kicks in the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider got him.
Slider.
And Green comes up with a big strikeout of Bryce Harper with the tying run at third base. And the Phillies again do not score. 6 scoreless for Green in his return. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's
You like to stay humble about your undeniable skills, Taurus, so you haven't been overly focused on your terrific stats this season. You might be concerned that celebrating your success will jinx you for the future, but it'll actually give you more motivation to pursue a possible career season.
Let's go Phils.
Golden Nugget Jewelers is a proud partner of the Phillies. Open 7 days a week, offering the largest selection of GIA-certified diamonds and diamond mounting. Choose from leading designers such as Tacori, Verragio, Simon G, and more. Come see why Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies trying to keep this one a 1-0 game. Hunter Green is done for the night, it would appear. Christopher Sanchez delivers, and the first pitch is hit in the air to center. Bader back, he's under it, and he will make the catch, backpedaling to the edge of the warning track for out number 1.
Your Independence Blue Cross player spotlight tonight is going to be on Rafael Marchand. Yesterday had a nice base hit, was 1 for 3. In StatCast, he ranks 3rd among Major League Baseball catchers with an 84-mile-an-hour average arm strength throwing to second base. That is really good. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Graham Ashcraft is loosening up for the Reds out in their bullpen. 85 pitches for Green. Here's the pitch to Ellie De La Cruz. It's in for a strike. De La Cruz 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. 0-1. Sanchez ready. The lefty deals. And the pitch swung on, foul tipped. Going back to that Harper at bat, we talked about it. I mean, you pretty much know it's going to be one of the 2 pitches, right? It's going to be that fastball or his slider. And he followed you and your idea to go with the slider there. The base open. Wind up. The 0-2. And that's outside. They've changed it also to a wild pitch on Hunter Green, not a pass ball for Stevenson. Sanchez with a 1-2. Swung on, line to left, and that is going to be in for a base hit. Marsh racing over to cut it off.
Wow.
And a great job by Brandon Marsh to get to that ball in the gap and keep De La Cruz to a single. Now,
he's going to go.
He's going to go.
Yes.
May have been only a matter of time, but we'll see. The batter now will be Miguel Andujar. Double play depth up the middle. De La Cruz leading. He's not going. First pitch is in for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. The stretch, a look at first. And the pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the screen. Rob Thompson mentioned it in his pregame meeting today. Somebody kind of floated the numbers for Green on his rehab assignment. He said, you know, you probably can't take a whole lot from that. And sure enough, he looked like he had been. Here's a snap throw over to first. De La Cruz was leaning a little bit there, but not in time with the throw. Green was just dominant. 0-2 with 1 out. The stretch by Sanchez, the pitch. Swung on, popped up. And Stott angling out into shallow right, calling for it. About 15 feet out on the outfield grass, he makes the catch. 2 down. And that'll bring on Austin Hayes. Hayes has scored the only run of this game. He walked with 2 outs in the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on. He drew a walk. And the very next pitch, Noelvi Marte doubled into the left field corner to score Hayes from first. De La Cruz again gets his lead off the bag. Sanchez ready at the belt. He looks over at first. Now coming home, and the pitch misses outside. One ball, no strikes. Turner way over in the hole at short. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball that just missed in. 2-0.
He's thrown his changeup and sinker basically the exact same percentage today. But the sinker has been far better than I've ever seen him really throw this year because he's throwing it inside. And when he misses in off the plate.
Here's a casual toss over to first. De La Cruz back standing.
Now the sinker, he doesn't get any swing and miss off of it. I mean, he's throwing it a bunch. They're either taking it for a strike or they're popping out.
The 2-0 runner goes. The pitch is fouled off. De La Cruz looked like he slipped a little bit, spinning his wheels.
Yeah. I mean, Austin Hayes, the hitter, you have one of the best base stealers in the game on first that takes off 2-0. And he decides rather than let him go and try to steal, he's going to swing and foul it off. I mean, that is you got to have a feel as a hitter. And he's looking right at him.
And he's a big guy.
You don't miss him.
Pretty hard to miss.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike. 1-0. Reds lead. 2 outs. 6th inning. Runner goes again. The pitch. Take a line down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. Marsh can't pick it up clean. De La Cruz is going to score standing up easily as the ball kind of kicked away from Marsh. It was going to be do or die anyways, whether they could get De La Cruz. Either way, the former Philly, Austin Hayes, delivers a double, and it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
Well, I just got done kind of talking about the pitches. He threw a changeup, and this one's down the middle. JT was up, expecting a stolen base. That pitch just didn't drop like he wanted it to.
So now Hayes out at second. Noelvi Marte, the batter, in the pitch. He takes, and that's down and in, ball 1. Well, Marsh racing over there, trying to backhand it on the dead run, and just didn't pick it up cleanly. It looked like it kicked off his foot a little bit, the 1-0, swing and a miss, which effectively stopped the baseball, but then he had to stop his own momentum. He was on a full sprint towards the line, and by then it was too late. He was never going to get De La Cruz. Might not have gotten him anyways because he had a head start. The 1-1. Swing and a broken bat floater into left. That'll be a base hit. Marsh plays it on 2 hops. Throw home. Hayes coming. The throw is too high. Hayes will score. Now the runner takes off for third, and the throw gets away past Kemp. Goes down the line, and Marte with a Little League homer circles the bases, and the Reds lead 4-0. Soft single to straightaway left. Marsh played it on 2 hops. His throw high, leaping in the air. JT couldn't catch it cleanly. The ball kicked away at the plate. Sanchez backing up. Got to the ball. His throw sailed nowhere near Otto Kemp and down the left field line. Here's Tyler Stevenson, the pitch. Swing and a weak grounder to third. Kemp charges, gloves, throws. He got him. Reds scored 3 times, all with 2 outs. Nobody left. We're going to the 7th. It's 4-0 Cincinnati. During the Phillies 2025 season, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $1 for every Tito's cocktail sold at Citizens Bank Park to Phillies charities up to a total of $20,000. Tito's Handmade Vodka is a proud sponsor of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Well, the top of the 7th inning, it's time for the PGW game summary, and it's not going very well for the Phillies, who are down 4-0. Cincinnati has 7 hits. The Phillies have 3 hits, but they also have 2 big errors. They just gave up in the bottom of the 6th inning 3 runs with 2 errors. There was a throw by Brandon Marsh that sailed high on a play at the plate. Christopher Sanchez. It's always a little nerve-wracking when a pitcher picks up a ball on 1 error and tries to make a play somewhere, and he threw it out into left field. So those 2 errors became really costly. So they have some work to do here, starting in the top of the 7th. PGW fueling the future.
And out of the Reds bullpen is right hitter Graham Ashcraft, who pitched in last night's ball game as well. 6-4 record. And he faces JT Realmuto. First pitch on the way. It's too high, and it's off the mitt of the catcher. And goes to the backstop. Ashcraft, one scoreless inning of work last night. After the rain delay, the 1-0. And it's in there for a called strike. He was the man to face Harper coming out of the rain delay. Harper swinging at a 3-0 pitch from Ashcraft and grounding out to third base. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. You weren't a fan of it, and I think not a fan of it on the bench either. Harper swinging at that particular 3-0 situation. The 1-2 on the way. And it's a breaking ball down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I do believe Dusty or somebody had gone down and talked to Bryce about that. It's just you're coming out, you're leading off, you're down by 6 runs. 3-0 counts, not the time to swing.
2-2 on the way. And that's up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As JT tries to get aboard and start something. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ashcraft kicks, and the pitch fouled back. 6 innings for Christopher Sanchez tonight, and he is done. Jordan Romano is coming out next half inning as he warms up in the Phillies bullpen. JT 0 for 2 tonight. He's fouled out to first and struck out against Hunter Green. Ashcraft with his 3-2. Breaking ball, broken bat, deep in the hole, short. Picked by De La Cruz. Throw to first is right on the money. Pretty play there by Ellie. 1 away. That'll bring up Nick Castellanos. He also faced Ashcraft last night, struck out against him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And truth be told, the Phillies have just been flat out dominated by this Reds pitching staff these 3 days. 0-1. Swung on, popped up foul. They have 1 solo homer from Harper in the 9th inning of a 6-0 game yesterday. And they had 4 runs in 1 single inning in the 8th inning on Monday. So they've only scored in 2 innings of the series. The 0-2 pitch swung on and it's popped up. Right field line steer going out. Marte coming over near the stands, but it's out of play. Kind of has the Houston vibes, eh?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. I don't know. I think they're a little better than those vibes in Houston were. I've never seen anything like that. But there is a little bit of that free swinging, early swinging going on. I think good pitching staffs get you out of your comfort zone, and clearly the Phillies are a little bit out of their comfort zone here.
The 0-2 on the way, and a swing and a miss by Castellanos as he strikes out.
I mean, it doesn't help right now. You know, Nick is in a slump. You know, this is kind of his big time, which is unfortunate. He's got to find a way right now to try to get out of this thing. No one's immune to it, and he's right in the middle of this lineup every day, so they got to try to get something out of Nick right now.
Here's Brandon Marsh. And Ashcraft delivers to Marsh. A called strike. 0-1 the count. Marsh 0 for 2. Slide to center, grounded out to first. 0-1. Down and in.
It's pretty interesting as you see Marsh and Beta here back to back. Marsh is up there. Both of these guys, each of them has different golf grips on their batting grip. Marsh overlaps his pinky like a golf grip does.
1-1. And that's up high.
This is an overlap like a Jack Nicklaus used to do. And then I just saw Harrison Beta the other day. He interlocks, a hard interlock. Very interesting.
Ashcraft comes set, and the righties 2-1. That's up high. It's 4-0 here. Reds are leading it with 2 outs in the 7th. The Phillies, only 3 hits tonight. 2 of them came in the 3rd inning. The 3-1. And Marsh hits a bouncer right side. Espinal to his left. He's got it. Flips to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Graham Ashcraft. The Phillies go quietly to the bottom of the 7th. It's the Reds 4, the Phils nothing.
season is in full swing, and you can find all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from checking out stats to placing bets in just a few taps. And as an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies, you'll always find special team promos in the app. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hackers suck. So does juggling multiple apps to run your business. Meet Trust UC from Telesystem, an AI-powered voice, video, and messaging platform with built-in cybersecurity awareness training. Visit hackersuck.com to learn more.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Kids 14 and under will put their fun in Funko when they take home a Chick-fil-A Bryce Harper Funko Pop collectible on Saturday, August 30th. At 6:05 p.m. when the Phils host the Braves. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Jordan Romano takes over on the mound for the Phillies. Only 81 pitches for Christopher Sanchez tonight. And the pitch is down and away. Maybe nothing. Sanchez was doing something with his finger, whether it was a fingernail or maybe it was nothing, but it was after he had finished off that inning. Here's a swing and a smash, foul down the third base line. But right as he finished and delivered the last pitch, he was kind of picking at it with his mouth, whether it was a blister or a fingernail or who knows what. But he's out after 81 pitches and kind of a weird inning, the way that unraveled. Here's a swing and another ground ball, foul down the third base line. But 3 runs across for the Reds in the 6th. And that's it for Sanchez, who gets charged with 4 runs, 3 earned in 6 innings tonight, which raises his ERA to 2.45 for the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Espinal fouls it back.
You go back to those 2 errors, and it's the second time in the last 2 road trips we have seen JT jumping for a ball at a play at the plate, and that always makes me nervous when he does that, and that's why I'm just such a huge fan of outfielders throwing to all the bases on long hops. And Brandon came in. I know he had a chance, and he was trying to throw the ball all the way in the air, and I know Paco, they work on that. They work on trying to get down through that baseball, and that thing just sailed, and that's where it kind of started.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Espinal strikes out against his former teammate. And Romano, who looked pretty sharp the other night coming into the ball game. It was the first time in quite a while he had to throw a full inning. And he's looked pretty crisp the last few times out. Here's Ke'Bryan Hayes, who went 2 for 2 tonight against Sanchez. First pitch to him, breaking ball. It's in for a strike. Oh, 1. And it's fouled away. Another slider. Tomorrow night in Washington, D.C. against the Nationals. Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies against right-hander Brad Lord. Making the start for the Nats. 4-game series this weekend. The 0-2 is up high. Luzardo, Wheeler, Walker, and to be announced on Sunday, but 1-2. That's a fastball that a little bit high. Pretty good bet. It's going to be Aaron Nola. Apparently looked pretty sharp last night. 2-2 on the way. Swung on, fouled away.
What do you have, 11 strikeouts?
I think that's right. Struck out the side in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. Two, and it's popped up again. Foul and out of play. Phillies will have to make a roster move before that time on Sunday, which Sunday's game is at 11:35 a.m. start. Aaron is slated to meet the club in Washington tomorrow after spending the day working out with the Iron Pigs. The pitch is a breaking ball down. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Here's the pitch. And it's up high, ball 4. And Hayes fouling off a few pitches, and Romano ends up issuing the walk.
You know who's going to be happy to see Aaron Nola, other than, well, me, is Joe Roush, the assistant trainer down there. Each of the trainers, if you don't know, they're funny because they each have their guys that they prep for games or whatever, their routines and so forth. And Joe's a little lost without Aaron around.
Here's TJ Friedel with 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Friedel takes. That's down and in.
And these guys work so hard, the trainers, on keeping guys fresh, keeping them healthy, keeping them out there. They really watch them. And the players, I know I was the same way. I knew which trainer was going to tape my ankle and all that kind of stuff, and take a lot of ownership in that.
The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Again, the Phillies said today they're still working through some of the possibilities, but given the way things went for Ranger last night, I think giving him an extra day wouldn't be the worst thing. 1-1. Breaking ball. That is a little bit high. And it's 2-1. Nationals have Lord tomorrow. Mackenzie Gore, the lefty, on Friday night. Cade Cavalli, a right-hander, on Saturday. The pitch, swing and a miss. And another lefty on Sunday. That's Mitchell Parker for the finale of the series and of this long 10-game road trip. Two balls, two strikes. Off the line at third is Kemp. Friedel waits. And a 2-2. Fouled away. Jose Alvarado threw another inning for Lehigh Valley today. Alvarado gave up a hit and a walk. Also recorded a strikeout in his 1 inning of work, but no runs allowed still. 2-2. Friedel hits a bouncer through the right side. That's a base hit. Another hard-earned base runner for the Reds. Both Hayes and Friedel, as Romano can't quite get the finish. 2 on, 1 out, and the batter is Spencer Steer.
So when is Alvy? I mean, he has to come back
on the 19th.
It's right? Not 18th or 19th.
Well, I think
19th.
I think the 19th he would be active.
And does he have to?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's what Rob said today, to his knowledge. He does. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Unless you're going to option him somewhere, which you can't.
Right.
He doesn't
No.
have options. Right.
No. You're crazy.
I'm just saying, he's off the restricted list. He has to be on your roster.
Yes.
0-1 pitch. Fouled back. And that's going to be up over our heads. No balls, 2 strikes. Romano's pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Pitch. Slider down and away. Tough spot for right-handed hitter to reach. Tight little slider.
Well, Romano's got to deal with Eddie De La Cruz. And the pitch. Bounced on the right side. Stott in the holes. Got it. Throw back to Harper is going to be late. Harper kind of circled around, was looking for Romano to get to the bag. He wasn't there. Harper got there, but it was too late.
second time in this trip. We saw it with Zach Wheeler. Same play, same spot, ground ball goes. It's questionable. If it goes to the right side as a pitcher, you have to go toward first. That's your PFP drills. Romano just completely just thought, oh, Bryce is or Stott's going to get it, and he didn't go.
So the bases are loaded. And here's Andujar. And Romano absolutely jerks that pitch down and away. Wasn't even close. It's 4-0 already, and the Reds threatening in a big way. Slider misses down and away. It's 2-0. Well, fundamental mistakes.
Yeah, you could easily look at the replay and be like, oh, Bryce should have known that's going to second base. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Ball goes the right side.
Pitcher got to
go. Right.
Yeah,
and
this is on him. Yeah. He made a pitch to get himself out of the inning, but he didn't do everything that's required to get himself out of the inning.
You could always think of it as like if Bryson takes a step to his right, let's say, and trips and falls. I mean, that could happen. There's so many things that could happen with that play. It's just got to do it.
And they restart the clock. The clock wasn't running yet, so they fire up the clock. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Andujar. And Romano's pitch is taken. That's in for a strike after the visit by JT Realmuto. The stretch, the 2-1 swing and a miss. Thank you. Goodness, that pitch was 2 feet off the plate. Talk about helping him out. Romano comes set. And a 2-2. Swing and a bouncer. Foul down the third base line. Andujar is 1 for 3 tonight. Closing in on a 30-pitch inning for Romano. The stretch and the 2-2. Swing and a bouncer, foul. And it will be a 30-pitch inning for Jordan Romano. Joe Ross has started to warm up. He's throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Cincinnati. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The count 2-2. And the right-hander kicks and fires. And a swing and a high fly ball left field deep. Marsh back on the track, nearing the wall, looking up. It's gone. It's a grand slam for Miguel Andujar. His 2nd homer of the series. And it's a rout in Cincinnati as the Reds lead it 8-0 here in the 7th.
All right. Andujar there does a nice job as a hitter, extending the at-bat through a couple of really good pitches on the slider. He gets another slider. That's not a good pitch. Jordan Romano this year, and it looks like that's going to be it for him. Jordan Romano has just had a hard time keeping the ball in the ballpark with men on base.
Jordan Romano surrenders his 8th home run in 41 innings of work. 8-0. Reds lead it in the 7th. Back after a pitching change, brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the
Texas, this is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
And PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit fwweb.com to find one near you.
New pitcher is Joe Ross. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies radio network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Cincinnati, where the Phillies trail 8-0 as Joe Ross takes over. 2 outs here. And the first pitch to Austin Hayes is in for a called strike. 8 homers allowed by Romano this season. 7 have come with men on base. 2 of them are grand slams. The 0-1. That's down low. The Phillies have surrendered 3 grand slams this season. And Romano has given up 2 of them. Gave up one to Sean Murphy back on the 28th of June. The 1-1. That's down and away. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field, pretty deep. Castellanos back at the wall, and he'll make the catch in front of the Phillies bullpen. Sides retired, but the damage was done. 4 runs, 3 hits, nobody left. We'll go to the 8th.
Specialized Industries.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Lysio's Bakery, available at your favorite deli, sandwich shop, supermarket, and exclusively in Citizens Bank Park. Lysio's Bakery. It all starts with the bread, and proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go Phils.
The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP.
Don't miss a midweek matchup when the Mariners head to East, take on the Phils Monday, August 18th and Tuesday, August 19th, both at 6:45 p.m. and Wednesday, August 20th at 1:05 p.m. Visit Phillies.com to secure tickets today.
Phillies bullpen had allowed 1 earned run in their last 26 1/3 innings pitched until that grand slam off of Jordan Romano. Phillies are down 8-0, and the Reds go to Scott Barlow to face the bottom third of the order. Harrison Bader leading off, and the pitch is way outside, ball 1. Well, the Reds very much in the wild card contention. Started the night 2 back of the Mets, who, by the way, still are not underway tonight. That game says rain delayed. The pitch is down and away in New York, facing the Braves. 2-0 to Bader. The pitch, and that's outside. Phillies have been outscored 15-5 so far in this 3-game set. 3-0 count for Bader, and Barlow's pitch. That's taken right down the middle. 3-1. Barlow 6-0, a 3.66 ERA. And the pitch. Breaking ball up and in. And that's a leadoff walk, and that's the first walk of the night for the Phils offense.
Is that their first leadoff hitter of an inning?
Yes.
That's on base. There you go. Start somewhere.
Well, the Reds have given up 8 runs in an 8th inning before this year. In fact, it might have been this month. I believe it was right at the trade deadline day. Pitch is outside. Barlow missing, and Tyler Stevenson is going to jog out to talk to his pitcher. Got an 8-0 lead, kid. Let's get it in the zone, huh?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying, yeah.
And of course, Barlow knows this. Well aware. But a little friendly reminder. The 1-0. Stott takes. That's outside. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike. Two-one, and that's down and in. 3-1.
Oh, he's all over the place. Now, he's got a lot of pitches. He throws a sweeper and a slider. So right out of the get-go, the 2 most used pitches are breaking balls and a 4-seamer curveball sinker. Right now, he's having a hard time throwing anything competitive.
Barlow ready, his 3-1 pitch, and Stott takes. That's in for a strike. 3-2. Stott has one of 3 hits tonight. The Phillies didn't get a hit until 1 out in the 3rd. Stott singled to center. 1 batter later, Trey Turner singled to left. Kyle Schwarber then struck out. 3-2. Swing and a bouncer, right side, steer, backhand, has it, flips to De La Cruz 1, throw back to first, not in time. The only other hit for the Phillies came in the 6th with 2 outs. Schwarber doubled, went to 3rd on a wild pitch. It was a 1-0 game at the time. And then Harper struck out against Hunter Green. Fielder's choice, here's Otto Kemp.
Barlow's got some hair. It's a lot like Strom's hair, those two.
The pitch. Breaking ball, that's outside.
Tried to get a haircut today just so I could go into D.C. looking good and talk to the guy. I said, hey, are you any good? He said, yeah. He's sitting out there outside in front of his store. I said, well, I'm ready.
1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball, that backs up inside.
I said, I'm ready. He says, that's great. I can get you in a couple days. I'm like assuming he's sitting there with nothing to do while he was waiting for his client that was supposed to show up. Not a good assumption by me.
2-0, and that is a strike on the inside corner.
So you got to put up with my hair for a little longer.
You think you need a haircut?
Yeah. No?
You're fine.
I'm okay?
Yeah.
Am I asking the wrong guy, Murph?
2-1, that's way outside. 3-1. I mean, you don't look like Barlow or Strom.
No.
So,
but I can barely see. The hair.
What are you talking about? You can barely see your hair. 3-1. Fouled back. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean. Yes.
3-2 the count. Your hair looks great.
Thanks,
Stockton.
man.
No need to. Although I'm sure you can find a place tomorrow in Georgetown.
Okay. We'll see. Well, not now.
3-2.
Oh,
plunked it. And Otto Kemp. Well, he likes to crowd the plate, but that was a little extra right there. That was way inside on it. What do you mean not now? I don't mean tonight. I said tomorrow in Georgetown in D.C.
No, I meant I'm not going to worry about it now because you like it.
Because
it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek Johnson, the pitching coach of the Reds, is going to go to the mound. Well, the Brewers won again today, 12-5. They beat the Pirates. They finish off a sweep. They win their 12th game in a row. I believe 13 is their all-time franchise record. They'll be going after that here in Cincinnati Friday night. Padres rout the Giants 11-1. Padres right at the moment in first place in the West over the Dodgers. Arizona beats Texas 6-4. And St. Louis losing to Colorado 6-5 in St. Louis. And the Nationals picked up an 8-7 win over the Royals in KC. Out of town scores brought to you as always by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Trey Turner, the batter. And a pitch to Turner. Breaking ball, that's in for a strike. They are getting some activity started with that visit from Derek Johnson. Looked like somebody was warming up down there for the Reds. Barlow, the 0-1. Swung on, grounded weakly, left side. De La Cruz has it. Underhand flip to second. That's all they're going to get. Trey breaks another bat.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I had a long conversation with Phil, who runs the clubhouse, talking about these long trips, and he's like, you know, I just learned a long time ago, the guys are responsible for their own bats and how many to bring, but there are a few players that I like to just remind casually as we're getting ready and packing, hey, you have enough bats, and Trey is one of those guys.
Well, they're going to have the hook for Barlow and go to the lefty.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, you know, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. You know, all the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
From spreading your bill evenly across the year to boosting your home's energy efficiency with rebates, and from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing appliances, PGW's got you covered. Check us out at pgworks.com.
The left-hander Sam Mull is on in relief for the second day in a row as he checks into the game with a 7.07 ERA. Scott Barlow couldn't pitch a scoreless eighth inning. Got to get him out of there, Stock.
Couldn't do it. I
just think we're overdoing it here, folks.
I don't know. I think you play to the ninth inning, and Kyle Schwarber, you get a home run here. It's a 5-run game.
The pitch he takes, and it's inside.
I don't see why you would quit now.
Like, you're not quitting, but you're going to kill your bullpen if you have to make a move every single time. You have an 8-0 lead. Just let the guy pitch an inning. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
I just don't have a big problem. I don't see the big deal of this here, to be honest with you. I don't see it. What I do see is if Kyle, you've got the best home run hitter in the National League or one of them, and you're playing through the ninth.
Here's the 1-1. And it's outside. 2 balls and a strike.
So I guess what I'm saying is he's going to go deep.
Okay. He might. and you're still down 5 runs. 2-1 pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. I just think it's overdoing it.
Okay.
I mean, if you can't be trusted with an 8-0 lead to get one more out of the inning. The 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, said the third base umpire. Schwarber drops the bat, looks down at Willie Traynor, shaking his head, hands on his hips, and Sam Moll gets his man, and that'll do it for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Time now for our turning point, brought to you by Toyota Camry. Now this is when the Reds just opened the game up. It was 1-0 at the time. Hayes drives home one. And then this one, the play just got out of control. The throw by Marsh, it was high. They probably had Hayes, but then after the obstruction, the throw went wide of third. There were 2 errors on the play. Marsh was charged with one, Sanchez charged with the other. And then the Reds added 4 more in a grand slam. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Joe Ross will continue on.
Yeah, the 6th and 7th inning have not been kind to the Phils this evening.
Marchand will come on to catch. And here's Marte, who is 2 for 3 in the game. He takes outside. Joe Ross retired the last batter that he faced, the only batter he faced in the 7th. So by rule, and he's probably in here for the whole inning, but he would have to face at least 2. 0-1. Bouncer out to shortstop. Wow, that's a really nasty hop at the end, and Turner made a nice play.
It was a nice play. That has some topspin to it. My goodness.
And 1 out. And Tyler Stevenson is the hitter. This is our precision play brought to you by GMC.
Looked like a bouncy ball in that second hop. Really picked up speed, but a fine play by Turner.
2.
That's just called throwing it by a guy. That gives you to go a little bit higher with that four-seamer.
Reds do have bullpen action. Pagan, their closer, is up and throwing. We haven't seen him in the series.
He's going to get some work in, Tom.
There's the 0-2 pitch coming from Ross. It's fouled off Marchand. He went around, and there are 2 outs. And here comes Espinal.
The struggles really continue for Stevenson. Slider down away, not even close, but he goes around.
He's 3 for 24 in August. Espinal is grounded out, he's flied out, and he is struck out. It's 1-2.
That's what JT needed earlier in the game when he got the deflection off the knob of his bat for a strikeout. Finish him off right here.
1-2. Breaking ball and a strike 3 call. Back-to-back strikeouts for Joe Ross. 4 up, 4 down for the Phillies right-hander. We have played 8. We'll go to the 9th. The Phils down 8-0.
Devora.org.
What's up, guys? Ike Reese here with a big shout out to my friends at Emmons Roofing and Siding. These folks are the real deal. Emmons is family owned with over 35 years of experience, and they handle everything from roofing and siding to windows and doors. And get this, Emmons is an Owens Corning Platinum contractor, meaning their roofs are warranted for life. The most expensive job is the one you have to do twice. Don't wait. Call Emmons today at 855-4-EMMONS or online at callemmons.com. Tell them Ike Reese sent you.
John Crook here. I'm proud to partner with my friends at Thompson Toyota, BMW, and Lexus. They're not just about selling cars, they're about building relationships for the long term. Need an SUV, a luxury sedan, or a reliable used car? They'll go above and beyond to get you what you want. And for service, you've got to experience the Thompson difference. One visit and you'll see what sets them apart. Thompson Toyota, BMW, and Lexus in Doylestown and Willow Grove, or at 1-800-THOMPSON.com.
While everyone's listening to the ball game on the Phillies Radio Network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure, whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects. ELEC and the operating engineers, 825, are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, we go to the ninth inning, and the Phillies down 8-0. Last night, Bryce Harper homered in the ninth inning to avoid a shutout. Harper leads off here in this half inning. It'll be Harper, Marchand, and then Castellanos due up. Against the Reds closer, Emilio Pagan, his 51st appearance of the year. And the first pitch on the way to Harper. It's grounded foul. Thought of another reason why you'd go to Sam Moll in that spot when you had an 8-0 lead. Kyle Schwarber coming up. You just want to see how he handles that lefty-lefty, got to come in and get one guy matchup.
Has he not done that before?
Well, he's only pitched 17 games in the big leagues this year. The pitch is a ground ball foul.
Just trying to put him into a situation.
Yeah,
maybe
just want to
test him out.
Get a few more looks at him.
Yeah. I mean, I totally get what you're saying. It's hard for me to believe Terry, with his experience, would burn his bullpen, but everybody is susceptible to that for sure.
The 0-2 to Harper, and it's grounded sharply foul.
What I don't quite understand on another note is, so Pagan just comes in as their closer, and he has the whole light show as well. But you still do the light show when it's 8-0? I mean, I don't know the etiquette on that. I don't even know, because we didn't have all that stuff back then.
Yeah, I think they pretty much just do it.
No matter what.
Yeah. 0-2. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Struck him out.
It's like a walk-up song, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Phillies will drop this series, and the Phillies, who had won 5 of their last 6 series, will lose this one to the Reds and move on to D.C. to play 4 with the Nationals, and the pitch is fouled off. Oh, 0-1 the count. Marchand batting for the first time in this one. He had a base hit yesterday, starting in place of Real Muto. Pagan with the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Pagan has been good. Opponents are hitting only 161 against him. He has 25 saves and 28 chances. Oh, 0-2 the count and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. Phillies, we mentioned it at this juncture last night, haven't been shut out since they were in Houston. And while you tend to disagree with me, this series feels very much like that series in Houston. Now, the Phillies got a really good character win, come-from-behind win on Monday night, something they didn't do in Houston. So they're not getting swept here, but the offense clearly has struggled throughout the entire road trip. The pitch to Castellanos is swung on and missed.
Not a good swing by Mill.
No, he's really searching.
Good.
He's 0 for 3 again tonight, 1 for his last 27. The 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball right center. Marte is there. He'll make the catch. And the Reds shut out the Phillies going away, and they win the series. 8-0 the final, as the Phillies drop back-to-back games to close the series.
Man, that was a rough 2 games. They won the first game. They got past that one. But today, Hunter Green, who just came off the IL, was just terrific and dominated. Early strikes. The Phillies hitters really just didn't have anything going, really. And the leadoff hitter could not get leadoff hitters on. It was a struggle offensively. Christopher Sanchez, not bad. Did okay. A couple mistakes did hurt him, but no run support. They're going to have to just figure this out with 4 games in